everybody, and welcome to the program. That's right, it's Chat Havers. Let's make a conversation. With us tonight, Benny Feldman.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Chilling and shit.
It's nice because a lot of times, like me and Benny just had dinner, so we've already been talking for quite some time, you know. Yeah. So we're kind of really easing into this. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people show up, they're fucking late, they're on their phones the whole time. And guess what, dude? The show fucking suffers. But you and I, we already got kind of a rapport going from the last couple hours.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was saying we would have been like good friends in college. I
think that's right, man. I really do. I think we would have been good friends in college.
We would have played video games like together till like 2 a.m. and not done our like assignments and like
drink a bunch of beers or something. Yeah, you know?
Which I used to play too many video games in college, like till 2. Like I actually did that, and then like was like failing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, me too, to be honest. Yeah. Well, here's something crazy about me, man. Is I quit playing video games for 3 years. Really? I was like, if I'm gonna like be. Thank you, not very smart. Welcome back, 6 months. If I'm gonna like make comedy work, I like can't keep playing League of Legends every single day.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
So I quit, and then during the pandemic, I was like, fuck it. And now I do it. Sometimes I do it for money.
They should have like a Zin, but for video games.
Dude,
like a
way to quit? Yes, bro. That would be incredible. A way to fucking quit? Yeah, it's called Candy Crush, dude. You know what I'm talking about? Actually, I feel like Candy Crush is. I think that mobile gaming is so crazy because it's like you're not even doing the fun one. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's people who literally game as more than I do, but all they're doing is playing Clash of Clans on their phone like 10 hours a day, and you're like, you're not even doing like the fun part of this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You remember the old days with like the Game Boy, they would sell like big attachments and stuff for it. They should do that for like, and maybe they do this, but for cell phones where it's like a PS4 controller so you can play Clash of Clans or something.
They do.
Do they do that?
It's called a backbone. And I believe Sony has one. Yeah, they literally have a thing that
just to do a native advertisement.
Sorry, man. Yeah, well, if I was sponsored by it, this would be great. But unfortunately,
video game.
Welcome back, Jacob. Thank you much. Thank you very much. 5 months. Zin Video Gamer is 5 years just trying to get a pouch in your mouth, brother.
That's right.
You're telling me. Cookie clicker. You ever play games like that?
I mean, for the novelty for like a day. I'm not like a Flappy Bird head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I kind of am. I did eBay. I bought one of the phones with Flappy Bird on it for like $20,000 because I thought it'd be worth a lot.
Oh shit!
No, I didn't do that. That'd be insane. That'd be insane.
Say what?
I like that guy went nuts and was like, I don't like that so many people like Flappy Bird. Got rid of it. I think that was good. Stupid, because he could have made a lot of money selling mobile ads or whatever. But
they never do that with like a AAA title. Well, have they? I guess Cyberpunk they a little bit were like, sorry, our bad, and then
they
like
fixed
they
it though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
he should have fixed Flappy Bird and added.
He should have fixed Flappy Bird. Yeah, exactly right. League of Legends cookie clicker for college age men with anger problems. I think that is true. You ever play League? You ever play like MOBAs, anything like that?
Yeah, well, yeah. We used to play League in like the freshman dorm of college.
Yeah, that's also when I played it in the freshman dorm of college.
Dude, you got 30 like people like the same fucking age in the same space. We would have big tournaments and shit.
Yeah, it was fun. I was so shit at that game though.
We had an intervention for one guy. Because he was like raging too much at us, and we were like, "Dude, we're playing a video game," and he was like getting for real, really upset.
I mean, that's one of those games though that makes you mad in a way that is like, it's like crazy. It like is crazy. Like I think because the games are so fucking long that when people are fucking up, I mean, as I've said this story many times on this show, I once started fucking screaming at a 16-year-old on Overwatch, like in the last few years. Yeah, like this guy was telling me to switch. I don't know if you play Overwatch, but I was like a healer, and they were like, you gotta switch off, and I was like, shut up, you fucking bitch, you don't know shit. Like I really raged at him and like laid into the fucker for like 5 minutes.
Healer or something? He wanted you to be like.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I was playing fucking Mercy,
okay, sure.
Which are like in casuals. So obviously a better pick than 99% of the picks of what you can choose. And he was like mad.
I think Mercy's playing boring, but go off.
Totally. But not a character you're like, he has to switch off. And he wanted me to play Anna. I was like, dude, I'm not good at Anna. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that is a high skill character. Yeah. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Fucking bullshit.
I'm getting mad.
My kid, I'm still mad about it. Yeah. I did have to, and then I stopped playing Overwatch because I was like, I can't be 27 years old at the time and screaming at children in a video game.
I assume on Twitch, your crowd knows. I assume it's a big gaming crowd.
Yes.
So we're not going to get too lost in the weeds here. Yeah.
They know all about this shit.
I stopped when Overwatch was doing like, it would take like fucking 10 minutes in order to play like attack. And I was like, I was like, I want to play any character. Like, I would rather have my team be annoyed that I chose a character they don't want.
Yeah.
Than to be forced to pick
like the role.
Like
the
role. Yeah.
Yeah, it was annoying. I mean, and then
this team's got 5 attacks. So what? That's the vibe.
That's the vibe.
You know
that's
I mean?
literally.
If we make it work, that'd be awesome.
And like, why in casual? Mercy is not boring. Also, by the way, Mercy is a high skill character. So shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Good friend Jake. You do not know what you're talking about. They made so many bad choices. Yeah, and then they came out with Overwatch 2, and it sucked.
Wasn't it the same?
Yeah, but they got. Here's why I hated it. They got rid of a tank. So it was 1 tank, 2 healers, 2 damage, which didn't make any sense. I mean, don't get me fucking started. What I am, and so I'm gonna finish. So they'd been balancing these tanks for 4 fucking years around the fact there's 2 of them. Like they'd done the roll lock thing forever, and then they got rid of the it. But then all these characters are still based around there being 2 tanks. So like it doesn't make any sense to play Diva as anything but an off tank. And so and then maybe it's better now, but I hated it. I hated that it was like, so none of the game made sense. It felt like the tanks were too powerful. And also they started putting the heroes behind like paywalls, and they started doing battle passes. And I was like, I was like, I like the loot boxes. I was buying them every single time there was an event. I buy the fucking loot boxes.
I'm gonna put a pause on you're going down a path.
And
I'm gonna go. I guess something I'm thinking is like, what is interesting about that game to me, and maybe other games have also done this, but just the fact that
you don't want to hear me talking about how getting rid of a tank ruined the Overwatch 2 meta. Okay,
no, but I would like to go. I would like to keep talking about it at a like just going up like the meta level or whatever, and going like, well, it's interesting that game was one of the first that at least I'm familiar with that like really codified the meta as part of the ingrained structure.
Yeah,
where they're like, we are separating it into tank. Healer classes, and we're also very publicly talking about how we're like weighing these things. Maybe other games certainly. I don't know. Just that games have metas, and I think that over time, there's emergent elements of metas that
Sure.
then people go, "Oh, let's actually make that a known idea." I wonder if there's like anything new coming out of that.
I mean, I think League is a game like that, you know, where I think the difference, though, is that League, there's so many characters, you know, so there's some that are in the meta and some that aren't. And
So I'm talking about out of my ass.
yeah, you're.
Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna like drill you on this.
Dude. It's sorry, it's Welch's.
It's Welch's. We got mad Welch's up in here.
Welch's. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to I don't want to show you up because you're the guest. You really couldn't be more wrong though. I would say that every major competitive game is completely about the meta, and the meta is very obvious.
No, it is about the meta. But I'm just saying that the development team took the meta and made it public facing. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Games prior to that, they were like Super Smash Brothers Melee has an intense ingrained meta, but the people like Nintendo doesn't. They're not talking about. Nintendo doesn't make that meta public facing. They don't go, by the way, these are the characters that can do the slide dash.
Well, they also didn't update them though. You know what I mean? I mean that's the thing is even the new Super Smash Bros. They update it and tune the characters still. Even though
they're fucking they're paying attention. They're fucking with it behind the scenes. But just literally calling something a tank, I think was previously lingo. That then became that was meta lingo.
I get that.
And then they were like, "Oh, it's actually
yeah. I think that you know what? I totally get your point. And it's you think about Overwatch. It came out in 2011, 2012.
I'm still talking about out my ass though.
And then
are we straight chilling? We're doing therapy. Suck my ass.
This isn't therapy.
You come to therapy.
It's not therapy just because we're talking. Why? Because Benny's trying to talk me down against having a fucking mental episode about.
No, he said he likes it when people are mean to you guys.
Yeah,
so
I
read your thing and I was like,
you can tell them to go fuck themselves.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm truly chilling.
We don't do therapy havers here. I used to do that. I used to do a thing called Dr. Problem Solvers, but I kind of thought it would be more obvious that I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But then people would call in with really, really intense problems, and I'd be like, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm like a comedian. I don't really know how to I wouldn't say that, but I'd be thinking in my head oh man. People as deep as shit in the medium league player are just so thoroughly baked in the immense amount of content necessary to have a basic understanding and play the game at a proficient level, simply have a self-induced schizophrenic attachment to the game going well that results in either blackout rage over small infractions or right. I mean, League is the game that makes you so mad. I did hear what Lyle said when I rated. Speaking of therapy, Gecko, who Benny also knows.
No, I did. I know Lyle from the Philly comedy scene back in the day.
What did Lyle say? I usually don't stay because I feel like usually
Gecko
Lyle's doing calls, so I'm like, I don't think he's looking at the raids. But Lyle's a great guy.
Lyle used to run a show venue in Philly.
Really?
Called the Cave, but yeah.
No, I think he's told me about it. It was like a DIY venue, right?
Yeah.
It
was fun. It was just like his house.
It
was like his housing on Temple's campus.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But they had Mark Norman. Do you know what this? They had Mark Norman come through.
Wow.
And then he was in the newspaper, and the landlord saw it and was like, "Yo, I fucking own that building," and he shut the whole thing down.
That is such a a college student not realizing maybe he shouldn't put his DIY venue in the newspaper. Yeah.
Shout out Therapy Gecko, dude.
Shout out Therapy Gecko. You have to just spend so much time.
We got the chat's going to be talking about Overwatch meta. We got them cooking.
We got paragraphs coming in about. Yeah, we opened it up. What did Lyle say when I rated though? I mean, I hope he didn't say nice. I hope that works out. That'd be a really funny thing. Nice, that streaming thing. I hope that works out. Yo, oh shit, dude, I need to text him. I forgot he's going to be here. He's also here for Netflix as a joke.
Lyle?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's doing a live show.
That's what's up.
It was fun. I saw him do a live show here. It was cool to see him do his thing live when he was, people came up, told their story. It was cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no more meta chat. They kneecapped me May, and I couldn't hang anymore.
Let's talk about the meta.
Let's talk about the meta. Let's talk about Meta World Peace. How the hell is he doing, the basketball player?
I don't know this.
I don't know. I thought maybe that'd be your kind of thing. I don't know shit about. I don't know about basketball, man. Sorry, I don't know about that. What's the dinner meta? The dinner meta is I ate a falafel wrap. And Benny, what was your dinner meta?
Oh, dude. They're actually swapping it out. They're making it it's breakfast and 2 lunches now.
Really?
They're changing the food meta.
So you can't have Sunday roast anymore. You know what I mean?
What's Sunday roast?
I don't know. I feel like that's dinner.
What's the Okay, sometimes people try to. Okay, what like brunches? What does brunch fall into the food meta? That's different.
I fuck with lunch. I'll fuck with brunch. Let me tell you why. Now this is a fucking podcast right here. I fuck with brunch. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I fuck with brunch. I don't really like breakfast eggs. I don't really like omelets. I don't really like poached eggs. I don't really like eggs Benedict. That's something I do not fuck with. But I don't always want to eat pancakes in the morning. So oftentimes I'm a guy who's getting lunch foods for breakfast. Now, I like brunch because you're going to have the eggs Benedict on there, but you also might have a little bit of Philly cheesesteak action, some sort of lunch, spicy chicken sando. So that's why I like brunch.
Yeah. Hey, shrinkflation is kind of like when they nerf eggs.
Shrinkflation?
You know about shrinkflation?
Mm-mm.
Is
that when the eggs got really expensive?
I should have said eggs. I should have said something like Welch's fruit snacks.
Yeah.
It's like shrinkflation's like they start putting less chips in a bag, but it's the same bag for the same price. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're nerfing the chips.
Or that's almost like they're nerfing snack time though.
That's right.
So you just don't respect breakfast. I respect breakfast. It's just there's not a lot there for me personally. I would love to be able to eat eggs. God knows, hand to God, I think the eggs Benedict looks awesome.
Is that like a heart thing? Like a body feels bad after?
No, I've never. It's like this one food thing I have from childhood that I've never been able to curb. Like I can eat it in other shit, like if it's eggs and fried rice or like eggs in a cake, but I can't get my brain around eating a big fucking like scrambled egg.
I kind of feel you on that.
Nasty.
Yeah.
They're nasty.
Totally.
Yeah.
Favorite egg way to have is when it's like a hot like Korean I think it's called bibimbap or something.
Yes.
And they put an egg in that's like not cooked yet because the thing's still hot. It like cooks it actively.
Yeah.
When you get it, that shit rules.
That's
honestly, I just like watching the egg.
I like that too because then you mix it around and it's like part of it. You know what I mean? Like I understand the power of eggs. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't understand the power. It's an incredible binding agent. You wouldn't be able to have chicken tenders without eggs. There's many incredible dishes.
Eggs are not your main.
Yeah.
You don't main eggs when you play dinner.
I'm not maining eggs when I'm playing dinner, and I'm not even really. They're not even really my side pick. But like, if they have to be part of the team, like I understand their purpose in the meta. You know what I mean?
What dinner's got the best grapple?
What dinner has the best grapple, dude?
Boba tea's entered the recent.
Boba tea, that's not dinner though.
Well, it's
that's snack time.
That's true.
You keep bringing up. You're bringing up chips. You're asking what these.
I'm having chips for dinner, dude. I'm a frail fellow who doesn't know have a good relation to food.
Interesting.
I'm having a bubble tea for dinner and going. That was delicious.
It filled me up because it's got a bunch of those pearls in it. Those seem like they got some nutritional value in them, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Good thing that eating food. Isn't like people can't get pissed off at me for like my food meta. Right. I mean they can, but it's like I'd be going to the Overwatch 6 people and be like, yeah, no, we're all going Cinnabon. We're all going Cinnabon for this dinner. People are like, no.
Right.
Does that make sense? Be like,
yeah, and then vegans, it's kind of like when you're playing against the meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vegans is kind of like you're like, yeah, it's like when you play. I mean, you're playing Widowmaker in competitive, and it's like, all right, that's an interesting pick, but I hope that you got the skills to back it up. Like, you're coming to my house, like I'm making fucking steaks. Like, I hope you're coming. I hope you got something else figured out. I'll throw whatever you want on the grill, but
no, I feel you. Like it's like tofu. Like tofu is like a Widowmaker where it's like. Tofu can be really fucking good if they do it right.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that exactly. Just like just like playing Widowmaker at Overwatch.
That's right.
Just like playing.
What's your buffet build?
Dude, what's your buffet? Yeah, man, I love a buffet. Ooh. I'm going to Vegas soon, and I really, really want to go back to this. Have you been to Vegas? Are you a Vegas guy at all?
You
a Vegas guy?
Am I a Vegas guy?
You ever put on a big fucking suit and have a prostitute pull out some dice? Vegas, baby. You ever do that?
When I was like 15, we went to this buffet, and I remember it ruling because we got like a bunch of crawdads. It was awesome, dude.
Vegan is playing Genji on Mumbana no matter what.
I wasn't old enough to gamble though, dude.
You should go back as an adult. It's really fun. I'm going. Wyatt, David, a couple other friends. You probably know him. Harris Meyerson. Harris and Danny Sherrar. No. Well, the 5 of us are going to the fucking Grateful Dead at the Sphere, the Las Vegas Sphere, and I want to go to the fucking. There's the Caesar's Bacchanal buffet. Now listen to this.
Oh, I have Tourette's, by the way. I'm sure you all have picked up on that. But that's what that is.
Cool.
Sorry, continue.
And so the Caesar's Bacchanal Buffet, $70. Now you're thinking to yourself, $70? That sounds like a lot. Well, sometimes you look at these prices in Los Angeles, New York City, where you live. I mean, $70 for dinner, not that bad. As much crab legs as you can eat, as much fucking, they got sushi, and it's good. And I'm saying, like, this is the good one. This is the good one, So, and it's just like everything, and it's the Caesar's Bacchanal Buffet, and I want to go. I don't really even remember why I started talking about this.
A buffet is like
buffet.
That's like playing with everybody in Overwatch at the same time. That's like if your team was everybody.
Yeah, or it's like when you got the random hero picker, but you actually are so good at the game that you're good, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. Like you're still crushing, and everybody else in your team is bronze, and you're platinum.
I haven't played Overwatch in a while, so we've really milked these metaphors.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad we've been on this video games as dinner thing for about.
Oh, mukbang! Mukbang's that kind of stream where you ate too much food. Am I right about this?
There you go. Now
let's get a mukbang going, dude.
Now you're talking their language.
Mukbang.
Buffet is custom games. That's good. What's the name of that kind of stream where you? Yeah. Mukbang.
Fuck, bitch. Ooh, hello. I like that one. That kind of.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a request.
Yeah. That's like the hits.
Oh wait, are we in like space? Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
You can change the backgrounds. They can change the backgrounds.
Oh, you guys changed the background.
They changed the backgrounds.
Oh,
using the power of the computer.
What is that? Is that like a symbol of?
It's all the
is that like
zodiac symbols.
Gotcha.
Bats floating around back there.
Oh.
Now we're in the vault.
It's kind of over there, so I can't really like. That's kind of just a for you guys kind of thing.
Yeah, you can't really see it. Also, someone activated two at once, so now they're overlapping. But
that's cool.
You know what? That's kind of fun too. That's kind of fun too. We're gonna have a Bionicle running around.
Oh, we gotta talk about the Steampunk hat.
There we go. I mean, you're better at this than I am. Yeah, Steampunk hat. Betty, this is not setting it up, but Betty, tell us about the Steampunk hat.
And you know what? Thank you for having me on today. For only $19.99, this precious heirloom. What's that? What are those like commercials that are like 2 a.m. where it's like they're trying to sell you like a
coin?
Yeah, that kind of shit. I got this Steampunk hat. I saw just a photo of it online.
Yes.
And I thought it was so fucking funny.
You've been posting about the Steampunk hat for literal years now. Because I was looking today, I was like, I remember, but it's like, it's a few years you've been posting about the Steampunk hat. Yeah.
At least 2 years or so. And so I wrote just writing jokes about it. Like, I didn't think too much about it, but actually, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I wrote a joke about steampunk. Mm-hmm. Can I tell the prenatal joke that's inspired it at all?
Please.
So Steampunk asked the question, what if technology was only hot water and clocks?
Uh-huh.
And some people answered, we'd dress up all horny about it. So just the idea of I thought that was fun. And then the hat itself, I posted the image with a bunch of just different jokes. And it got to the point where I had at least 20 jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember because I was using Twitter more at the time, and I do remember you posting about this hat all the time. It was making me laugh.
Quite a lot. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, how fucking funny would it be if I got the hat?
Yeah.
And I apologize that I didn't bring it.
No,
but
it's okay.
I reverse image searched it and then bought it on Etsy for $20.
Wow.
And then I've just been doing it in the act that's now it's my closer.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing 10 minutes. So that's the knowledge that I didn't have before today, because I was just like, oh, this is a funny random thing that I associate with Betty because I always remember these tweets. So it's now a part of your stand-up.
Full part of my act. Yeah.
10 minutes on the Steampunk.
Yeah. It's not until it's for the most part I wouldn't want to do it until I've already done the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Because it's people react. Okay, I mean, if I do it in a comedy context, people react well. If I'm wearing the Steampunk hat and I meet somebody who hasn't seen the act, they're incredibly unkind to me.
Wait. Oh, I see. In the world.
In the world, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you look like a fucking loser.
Yeah. But that's part of what I'm exploring though with steampunk, I think, is the space of why is this specific aesthetic considered cringe, or why are the people engaging with it?
Yeah,
Why do people? I mean, I know it's like I know people that engage with it can be socially awkward in certain ways, or that it's like a safer space for odd folks like myself. You know what I mean?
Are you a steampunk guy?
I'm becoming one. I'm definitely really interested in championing it. Yeah.
Seriously, so it's
really
become
because
I think of those tweets. I mean, with a sort of it seemed like you were making fun of it.
No, it definitely started from a
place of hatred.
Not a hatred place, but definitely
like
I find the ideas fascinating. I find the world really interesting. But I was kind of making fun of how I was like, oh, it's weird that it's like a clock thing, and then they all go like, all right, I'm gonna dress up all busty about it.
Yeah.
But then going further down, I was like, this is a lot of fun. This is a blast. This is just a cool series of ideas.
It's a cool. I mean, it's like if the steam engine took off instead of the like piston engine, essentially. I mean, right? I mean, I think I think there was a time I remember where it is one of those things that suffers from being associated with annoying people too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, hey. You're talking to someone who also likes a lot of stuff that the main fan base of is not very good.
And I think it's wrong to not engage with something because of its fan base. I think you should engage with stuff based on if you personally enjoy it or not.
Like the nation of Israel. Is that what you meant? You should engage with it not based on the people that like it, but the thing itself.
Like the nation of Israel?
I don't know, man. I just wanted to say something crazy.
He's trying to go viral at all costs.
I'm trying to do a fucking gotcha interview where I was like, if Benny says the right thing.
What you meant.
Ooh, if Benny says the right thing after this, I'm going to fucking own his ass online so hard. I'm basically going to get 1 million followers. This dumb motherfucker coming in doesn't understand. I'm running laps around you, boy, when it comes to the nation of Israel. Nation of Israel also it just sounds like the nation of Islam.
Speaking of weird hats.
Did I see them?
Imagine. Well, actually, that's one of the jokes they do. Is I've got the Steampunk hat with all the gogs. It's like this was supposed to be the official hat of the Hasidic tunnel men.
That's good.
Thanks,
That's
man.
a clean joke, man. I think you'll appreciate this. I was at a Passover Seder because Katie's Jewish too. And I heard one of those new takes from a guy, like older Jewish man, likes Israel just in the way that like this man is literally 90 years old. So he's like, of course he loves Israel. So he comes out, we're like going around doing like Passover stuff, like, and we're supposed to say how we like feel about Israel, which is also already a crazy thing to ask. Not going to even go into that. But he's like, now I got something that's going to ruffle some feathers here. I got a pretty hot take here. I was like, oh shit. Maybe he's like, it really felt like he was about to say something like cool, like to a room full of like West Side, LA, Beverly Hills Jews who are like, just by nature inherently like more pro-Israel. And then what he said was, he was like, I don't like that the Hasidim and the Orthodox Jews don't have to work, but more than that, I don't like that they don't have to serve in the IDF. They should be fighting in the war too. And his take was that he was mad that the Hasidic Jews don't also have to kill Palestinian children. It was so crazy. I was like, bro, that is a level where I'm like, I don't even know where and why you think that the people at this party would like. It was so fucking crazy. It was a new way. Wow. Question for Luke and the guest. Is steampunk unique around the other punk genres?
Yes.
I mean, it feels like it's like kind of the progenitor of like diesel punk and all that stuff. Well, no, maybe cyberpunk's before it. I don't know.
Learn my name. I'm not guest.
That's Benny, dude.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Is steampunk unique among the other punk genres? I would say refuse to answer your question.
Okay.
Learn my name.
Enough.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
Sorry. I just thought it was. It's like with the headlines where it's like so and so and wife or whatever. That's how I was like, oh, I've been slandered. No,
so and so and wife.
No. I fuck with the other ones. I just think I mean, diesel punk is awesome too. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, for some reason, diesel punk, like Mad Max stuff, people are like, oh, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Wait, is it diesel punk?
I mean, Mad Max could be considered diesel punk.
I thought diesel punk. When I think of diesel, and I could be wrong.
Well, it's a.
I think of diesel punk as like Fallout. No, which is Mad Max. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Totally. It's like car. It's like car world. Like sort of a
diesel,
little post box. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love trucks.
Yeah. But I guess like
Fast and the Furious is not diesel punk. It's nitrous punk.
Atom punk. Oh, true.
Follows right.
That's kind. Some dude whose garage it is. That's goddamn right. You couldn't get a cart. Is this an actual garage?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is. But I unplug. I mean, you can see the thing the green screen's on is the garage door opener.
Green screen's blocking the thing.
I know.
And
Look,
it's
you
also
come in
like
here,
a
you think
building,
this isn't
so
just a garage. This is a fucking place where dreams are made.
That's
well,
right.
Actually,
this is where I park my dreams, dude.
Yes, dude. And where I grow them
joke?
and I wash them and I detail them and wax them like a beautiful car.
Here's a little joke for you.
Okay.
I sleep so well, my race car bed is sponsored.
That's good, man.
Thanks, man.
That's good. Luke sleeps behind the green screen. I do not. Betty, I forget you're a real like you're a real like jokesmith.
I love
think
jokes.
You're a real yeah. Which I love.
I'm always in the
I want to hear
tinkerer's workshop. Tinkering.
Maybe that's why you like steampunk so much, man. Because like to you, a joke is like a little invention. Your quote,
a little gizmo.
A little gizmo. Yeah.
Gadgets are but putty in the hands of a skilled tinkerer.
What's the go-to number one steampunk IP of any media?
Okay, so from what I understand, like steampunk is like different from other like convention types and like that kind of thing, where like if you go to like an anime convention, people are dressed up as specific characters from animes. Whereas from what I understand, it's like a steampunk convention, everybody's dressed up. I mean, there are certain movies like what's Wild Wild West, but then there's like a lot of people dressed up as their own idea of what they think steampunk is.
Right.
And also, this is fully me regurgitating what somebody else said.
Sure. I mean, listen, hey, that's not what doing a podcast is about. I don't know
Hell
what it
yeah,
is.
dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Steam Boy is. Yeah.
Podcasting is all about regurgitating Vox videos. That's what I feel like every fucking...
And Watch Mojo best of lists.
Have
you ever seen the Steampunk television show? The reality show? Do you know about this?
No, what you talking about?
It's like a like like one of those like competition shows like the tattoo show where it's like a bunch of tattoo artists, but it's a bunch of like guys who make steampunk stuff.
That's awesome, dude.
But for the art aesthetic of it, and they're all like steampunk tinkerers, and they're trying to build crazy steampunk stuff. I think you would really like it.
I'm into that.
I mean, it feels like you're up your alley.
I was wondering, like, besides the art aesthetic, it's like for pure function, I guess would be the other possibility. It's like, yeah, meet the guy who's made a steampunk high speed rail.
Wow.
like, I was trying to think what how could you?
Well, I was thinking because trains, I mean, that's kind of where the steam engine even got its start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but imagine bullet train.
You know what the problem with that is that when you make a big fucking thing full of steam, it explodes all the time. That's sort of why they had to go with something else. His name, Mohammed bin Salman. Yes, that's correct. The Prince of Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Yeah. The band Primus is steampunk now?
Oh, dude, I love Primus.
Really? So is Katie. Katie's a big Primus head. I like a lot of stupid bullshit, and I feel like that's a thing. Like I respect it from over there. Don't care for it, but I love the Grateful Dead, so it's like I get it. You know what I mean? Liking the crazy thing that I think people make fun of. But I don't know about Primus.
The only time I connected to the Grateful Dead truly was on shrooms. You know? Yeah.
You sort of Drew Carey at the Sphere moment, kind of with that. You know about this?
No. What's this?
Drew Carey went to see Fish at the Las Vegas Sphere and kept talking about how he wanted to chop his own dick off because he had such a transcendent experience, and he wants a pussy now. Because if this is what having a pussy feels like. Yeah. Okay. It seems like you're saying. I don't think it's like. I don't think like it's a narrative of him confirming his gender identity. I think it's him going like saying I want to go to Thailand to get it chopped off and like a bunch of really crazy shit. Huh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it feels very. I have such little context for that I'll just let that anecdote wash over me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I get that. You don't want to end up on the wrong side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know where I'm coming from, because you also like we don't know each other that well. Like this could be the gotcha moment where I'm trying to bait you to say something fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So you gotta be sure.
Does he bait?
Am I baiting him? I'm googling steampunk versus diesel punk. I think I made my shirt. Yeah, steampunk.
Getting your dick chopped off. Points. Sorry.
Like after midnight.
Oh no, like Whose Line?
No, that's.
And the points don't matter.
Yeah. Does he say points on that too?
Probably.
At midnight they say points.
Yeah, but I mean, am I wrong with this?
Points. Master Bates. Why Bates and all caps?
He's right. Yeah.
Points.
I don't know.
Points. I always think of Chris Hardwick saying points.
Well, I always think of Drew Carey saying points.
That's the two sides of comedy here. Are you a Drew Carey guy or a Chris Hardwick guy? Yeah, both have done some weird stuff. Wild Wild West is fun. That's a fun movie.
Okay, now here comes the reveal. I haven't seen most of the steampunk media. Yeah.
I mean, there's not that much is the thing.
Yeah.
Like Iron Giant, I guess.
Iron Giant rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't know like what. Yeah, it's not as well developed. There haven't been a bunch of. You'd think there'd be more. I feel like steampunk went from being like a cool thing to a joke in culture so fast it didn't get its due. You know, and I didn't get the great steampunk movie.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it. You're bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back.
One steampunk hat at a time.
Yeah. Is there anything you're championing? Like, do you feel like there's anything that's like in the culture that you're like that people maybe frown upon?
Yeah, Zen packets. No, me and Tucker Carlson are going crazy on it. No, do you know that Tucker Carlson sleeps with a Zen packet in his mouth every night?
Huh?
Yeah, it's a nuts thing for a guy to do. Lucas championing Zins and Elgato. Damn right. Here's the thing. No big like steampunk saying, but I'm telling you. Well, I think that there's been movies that are like. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there hasn't been a ton of steampunk stuff in popular culture. Like, there's no steampunk Marvel movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How sad is that?
There's probably some stuff that's like closer. Like Doctor Strange is not it's definitely not steampunk, but it's like definitely one of the ones that like is doing a stylized kind of maybe fae. That's not fae punk. You never heard about fae punk? It's like one of the fairy type.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Literally, at some point, I just like. When I learned about steampunk and stuff and cyberpunk, I just like went down like a rabbit hole of like, okay, there's diesel punk,
frostpunk.
Frostpunk is just like Russian diesel punk.
Pretty much, It's like living in like a big weird like underground city with a bunch of like big steam, like a big fucking fires.
Snowpiercer's like half diesel punk, half frostpunk.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, totally.
Shit, fucking.
And it's a good video game. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, there's some steampunk stuff kind of like before it got big in the culture. I feel like Hellboy is.
Golden Compass is definitely steampunk.
Hellboy.
I haven't seen Hellboy.
I think Hellboy's pretty steampunk.
Okay,
it's like
that's what's up.
Like when I think of Hellboy, I'm thinking of like fucking like little gears. Like I think Hellboy is definitely steampunk.
I think Miyazaki fucks with steampunk stuff because he's got such a thing for like airships.
Yes,
and like
I think there's definitely steampunk like. Yeah, especially some of them like Castle in the Sky. I mean, Spirited Away, you're even like, you go down the little guy, the Spider-Man's like putting all this shit in.
Exactly, dude. Yes, Howl's Moving Castle, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Treasure Planet, sure.
Yeah, Treasure Planet.
You should watch Hellboy. The original Hellboy's good. Miyazaki cannot get hard unless an airplane is involved. Well, what about Ponyo? Fucking idiot. You know what I'm talking about.
Ponyo's my favorite Miyazaki. Wild take, but no, I mean
really?
That. Yeah, I mean that for real. I think it's just like the most. I don't know.
I've never seen Ponyo.
I fuck with the colors and shit, dude.
Yeah, you fucked it as Miley Cyrus's little sister's The Voice.
I remember seeing that, and I was like, don't know who that is, but it sounds good to me.
Yeah. Huh. That's a crazy ranking. I think you're maybe.
I know who she is now because she dated that little Zan guy, and there's like that meme of him kind of squishing his face against her or something. But that's all I know about.
Is her sister famous? I don't even really know.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Miley Cyrus is steampunk now. They're saying,
dude, Miley, put that on the news.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball ran on Steam.
Clip it. That's the clip.
I'm going pure riff. I
said, we need the viral clip. There it is. Wrecking Ball's on Steam now.
No, Ponyo slaps.
That's crazy. Ponyo's one of the few I haven't seen.
What's your favorite?
I think Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. I love that. Pretty steampunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got big ships.
We're finding so much stuff that's steampunk. Here's the thing. I think people truly do love the ideas and the vibe when it's in media, but they don't. But then when you see somebody doing it in real life, it's like, I think there's like an aversion.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, it's the same. But I'd say that's true of anything where it's like you see someone doing it in real life. Yeah, because it's
valid.
like,
I realize how that sounds.
It's not real. You know, like you see it, you're like, well, that guy's not living in reality. You know what I mean? Totally. This motherfucker trying to make a goddamn computer run on Steam. I mean, it's not right. It's not right. Oh, animated Atlantis is very steampunk, and that is sick. And League of Legends is steampunk. That is true. There's that show Arcane on Netflix. That's a League of Legends show. Very steampunk. Yeah. So there you go. You gotta fucking brush up on this shit, dude.
That sounds good. And folks, I'm down to just go, great, we've listed plenty of things.
Yeah. Hey, you get them going on a list. They'll go fucking nuts.
Yeah. We sure did list some
Yep.
stuff.
Hey, that's
But no, but it sounds good to me, though.
There are steampunk elements that people generally love and engage with at face value, but very, yeah. Hearthstone is steampunk. Don't get Luke started. Hearthstone is steampunk? Maybe. More steampunk than World of Warcraft is a bit steampunk, but we don't need to get into all that.
And what else is steampunk? Oh, you know what? That's right. Baseball's steampunk.
Baseball is kind of steampunk. I mean, you know that they play in baseball in the steampunk world, and and a guy's a fucking robot, and he's got fucking like steam whistling on his head, and that's the damn slugger, and that's the big fucking power hitter, and he's fucking. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Blitzcrank.
like
Gnomes is steampunk. Florida Project is not steampunk. Dehumidifiers. That's the opposite of steampunk.
Oh yeah, no, actually, I have a bit about that where it's like. They would need so many dehumidifiers in a steampunk world, but then they would also run on dehumidifier. They would also run on steam. Fucked up that idea. It gets rid of the humidity in the air.
But wouldn't that be a humidifier?
No, that's the bit because if it runs on steam.
No, yes, totally. I'm talking about the real object though.
No,
what's the thing where the steam comes out of it? That's a dehumidifier?
No, that's a humidifier.
So what the fuck is a dehumidifier?
Opposite.
It doesn't exist.
No, it's the opposite.
But how does it work?
Some sort of pressure shit. I think maybe AC units do some version of it too. But I don't know.
Dehumidifier. Dune is ayahuasca punk.
Hey, a completely dry single piece of sand. That's steampunk. I'm just making up. I'm just
kind of like
stuff to the.
I got you. Also, Dune is desert punk. I can't think of something more desert punk than that, Jellerson. You're a fucking idiot. Do you guys think barber in steampunk world will use old timey steam power hair clipping or just straight up straight razor leather handle? No, I'd use a big fucking he'd use like claws that are like big scissors.
Who's this?
This is a barber in steampunk world.
Oh yeah, like Edward Scissorhands or
Twitch streaming a steampunk.
Suicide Squad is punk.
Yes. Especially Jared Leto on the set of Suicide Squad. He's putting condoms in Octavia Spencer's. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you, young dad. Brian, thank you, 12 months. Wow, a whole year. Subscribe to the Loop, man.
Damn, I really got these motherfuckers just listing shit.
Yeah, you got them on a list. They love to show off how much stuff they know. Oh, they love it. Oh, they love it.
I'm
you know what's insane? You know what's so sick too is I've got, like I told you, we're gonna do a segment. This segment is also kind of this. Like it's gonna be more listing stuff. So like I'm excited to go back.
It's such a fascinating way to have a conversation because it's like I'm talking to you, but then there's also like a silent, full conversation happening there.
Yeah.
Like that they're all aware. They're aware of ours and theirs at all times, but I can only sort of.
You can only do half of theirs.
I
like it because it's sort of like, it's almost like rather than have to think of something to say, I can just like riff off something they say. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like when the concept, when you like go on the date and your boy's in the van outside and he's feeding you lines for the date.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But it's about having a conversation. You know what I mean?
Me on a date. And also actually, Dune could have been steampunk,
but it was more desert punk technically, and actually it was a little bit more like sort of 40K too because it was so far into the future. We're making neural connections.
I had my me and the steampunk hat. I had it on Tinder for a little while. It was
How'd
like
that
the
go?
last pick. Well, it went. Went on.
If that's your only,
Yeah.
If that's the funny pick and the rest are pretty normal, that's not that crazy.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I had, and then it was a conversation starter, and kind of I ended up going on like a first date wearing the steampunk hat. Wow. That's like it gives you the full. It was like a full element of the car. You know what I mean? Quickly taking it off and going, all right, let's just have coffee and be chilling. Normal.
It would be pretty chill if you left it on the whole time.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're a coward for not doing that. I think. Folks, I will say I haven't really, we're taking calls here. If you'd like to talk about steampunk or any of this shit, call in, whatever. Do your fucking thing. What am I? You know what I mean? I can't force anyone to do anything,
Yeah. You've got a whole agenda here.
I got a whole, no, this is just, Yeah,
I'm like,
you don't even know what's going on. You see how many fucking screens I got in this room?
I feel as though I'm fully within the bowels of a great clock.
You literally, much like the or great steampunk engine. Yeah, that's right. When you're on this couch, this is like an island, and this is my machinations. This is my steampunk. This is.
I could tell. Yeah.
You could if I gave you it's like monkeys with a typewriter. If I give you 1,000,000 hours in here, typewriters also steampunk. If I give you 1,000,000 hours in here, you wouldn't be able to figure out the first thing about what the fuck is going on in here. So many goddamn wires. XLR punk. That's funny. Ooh. I love how yeah. That's real bravery.
Let's take a call.
All right. Ask and you shall receive. We got a call coming in.
Let's add a liminal third middle space in between our conversation.
Even one more thing to get it even more distracting.
One middle.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to the program. What's your name and what do you call it about?
Sorry. Hey, it's Jake.
You were surprised, Jake, when I answered the phone like I've never answered it before by saying hello. Was that confusing?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
That and I couldn't tell if I was listening to the stream or not. I had that on the same, so I was confused. I thought someone else was talking.
Sure. Well, Jake, how are you doing?
I'm going to call in about the topic.
Great. Let's talk steampunk, my guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm here to list some things as we've been doing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not a steampunk fan, you know, but I don't have anything against it. Like, I make jokes about it and stuff, but because it's like low-hanging fruit. I don't really have any problem with it because, you know, I'm also into really stupid stuff, you know?
Right.
I'm also into stuff that's, like, kind of embarrassing or whatever, or has, like, annoying fans. So it's like, you know, it's not, like, that big of a deal, I feel like.
Right.
You simply must give us an example.
Well, I mean, I think, like, Fallout, you know, obviously that's, like, a big thing now. But, like, how different really is Fallout from steampunk? It's just like steampunk.
Well, it's completely different because it's atom punks. I mean, I take. Come
on.
It's not, man. I mean, is Avatar the Last Airbender the same as Naruto? I mean, where does it end? Where does it end?
Korra was
I think
Korra was steampunk. That's true.
Like, they're like a deliberate aesthetic, and like they're a deliberate like. They were history, and then they branched off.
Yes,
of, like,
sure.
Invention. You know, they're. You know,
your ass thinks the Flintstones is fucking the same as steampunk. If that's the case, then Jake. Oh, what if we never stop being cavemen?
I would never deign to. I hate those rat bastard Flintstones. I don't know.
Really, because of the way they treat their animals.
Well, it's childish for children. So.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm an adult, and it's time to put down childish things like Betty and Barney and stuff.
Yeah, pick up Rosie and Pluto from the Jetsons.
Mm.
When you get older, you switch to Jetsons.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, Fallout I do get. I mean, it's kind of crazy we're living. I mean, maybe we're about to live in a world where all these things are going to come. I mean, you look at this Fallout TV show, so popular. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I hated the first episode, dude.
Wyatt said it starts bad and then it gets good.
I mean, I watched the first step and I was like, I couldn't tell you a single thing about these like characters. I was like,
right. People love it. Jake, and I know, Jake, you're a fan of it, so watch your fucking mouth, Benny.
Yeah.
Watch your fucking
mouth.
Hey,
come on, man. I do think it does start out a bit slow and it's hard because there's so many people and you don't know who like people are yet. You know, it is like that, like, you know, but it is a really good show. I loved it. I just watched it like a month ago or whatever. Fuck, I guess it just came out a month ago.
As a Fallout fan, you like it.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I am definitely a Fallout guy. You know, I've played many games. I have very stupid opinions about lore and things. So I'm definitely like a Fallout guy.
Do you have any toys?
And I loved it.
Do you have any Fallout toys? Because I think that's the true. If you really love something, you'll have a couple toys of it, even if you hide them.
No, I don't actually have the toys, but I definitely would if I like had them available to me. You know.
Yeah.
I kept pausing the show to go into VATS.
Yeah.
It
kind of, when you see the pause menu come up, fast forward, I mean, it kind of feels like VATS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a crazy assumption. I agree. It's kind of one of those things I said it out loud, and then I'm like, I don't even know if that's true. I was just kind of like, you know, I'm seeing what sticks. You can't be into something. I mean, we're getting the clip. You can't be into something unless you have 3 toys of it. You know, number 1. You know, like that kind of thing. But I don't think it works. I
was just another idea about audiences of stuff is that I was super into Minecraft. I still do well. Not as much since Microsoft bought it. Don't like what they've been doing with it. Anyway, but back in the
12
day,
years ago.
yeah. Well, their updates have clearly slowly given less and less of a shit. Anyway, whatever. What I'm trying to say is that I was into it. I was into Minecraft, but then it felt like suddenly they were like, "Oh, by the way, it's for 12-year-olds." And do you remember that shift happening? Because when it first came out, it was like just a new video game that was cool that people were into, and I love Minecraft. I love the system.
Yeah.
But that's one where like now, if you talk about Minecraft, the idea of it and who it's demographically for is a 12-year-old.
I think that's because this is my theory, because I feel you, because I played it a bit when I was like high school, but it's because I liked video games. I think it's simply because people that are younger than us, like that is the demographic that really made them all their money too. Like Fortnite. Now you're talking to someone, hand to God, I play Fortnite every goddamn day of my life. I love that game. I fucking love Fortnite. I love being Goku. I love being the Xenomorph. I love being all those characters come together and do amazing things. But I think that it's because it's like that's who they were like, oh, this is who we're going to make the money off of this game versus like a Call of Duty of who we make the money off.
Yes,
of.
But then it's this, of course. But then it's also like the thing is, it becomes this thing of people are like, oh, you're into that. Isn't that for 12-year-olds? It's like, no, that's just the main demographic that made them the money. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just who adopted it the most.
That's why. It's like how much I love the Wiggles. Like I understand that 4-year-olds made the Wiggles. But
I know you're kidding, but have you seen their cover of Tame Impala? It fucking rips, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they have a great. Yeah, dude. Anybody agree with this?
Jake, what do you think about the Wiggles?
So true.
Fruit salad, yummy. Oh, you're gonna get that.
There's a hot Wiggle. I don't know.
There's a lady Wiggle.
There's a lady Wiggle. And she's hot. All right, Jake, I'll let you go. Thank you for calling in.
This is.
I love you.
Thanks for joining, Jake. I appreciate you.
I love you, and I'm in love with you.
I love you, and I'm in love with you.
I lost the plot of what we were talking about with Jake a little bit.
I know I did too. I got distracted by the other thing. I mean, it's hard. You know, there's a lot of. I think what I like about doing this show is I think I've realized, and I'm not saying this like, oh, I have ADHD. I really do think I have undiagnosed ADHD because I actually feel very calm. The fact that I can look at so many things, like it's like, oh, I can talk to you, and if you're not doing it for me, I can go over there, and then I can look at this, and I can look at that thing, and actually. It's actually the only time I feel at peace.
Mental note: whenever Luke looks at chat, I'm not doing it for him.
Yes, Microsoft did also very much do it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, Jake, that was a great call. I didn't mean to cut you off.
The updates, they used to be shit like the entire ocean. They'd add a ton of stuff. They added turtles and seaweed and coral all in one update, and now they're like. Here's a weird pig turtle that sniffs pottery.
Yeah,
and you're like, what? I don't need that, dude.
Or like here's the Naruto Minecraft collab, and then you're like, why would I want that? It looks like shit.
They gotta do birds, dude. They have one bird. Parrots. You gotta do other birds.
That.
More
Speak
birds.
on that. You still playing?
Not really as much because I partly just because like I have sunk a lot of time and definitely. I don't want to be like sunk cost fallacy where I'm like gotta keep playing because I have this whole.
Do you have a world? I mean,
I got this one big fort I was working on for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm just like,
where
probably
is it?
should
On a computer, or is it on an Xbox? I mean, where is it?
Yeah, computer.
You still got it?
Yeah, still got it. Yeah.
I'd love to see some pictures of it.
Sure.
I'm not kidding. I really would like to see
appreciate that.
a 10-year-old fort. Wow.
And longer than that, 2011 to now,
Fall
but
Thunder
mostly, I don't know, I mean, on and off, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, well, I mean, we were talking about this at dinner because you were saying we were talking about Valheim, and it's like, that makes sense to me that you also like Minecraft because these are all birds of a feather. I can never get into games like that. I either want it to be so mindlessly like, just like dopamine hitting or big narrative game. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. We have a gaming channel, that's right.
Minecraft was really meditative for me because, like, I would, like, just be, like, mining out, like, hollowing out, like, a mountain and just, like, listen to a podcast and zone out and, like, just, like.
No, I get that. I get that. There is something it's nice playing video games and listening to podcasts, man. I mean, that's an under. Benny, you rocking with Hades.
I'm not as much of a roguelike. We were talking about that earlier before the cast, but I I like the first playthrough, but then I don't like playing through again. I'm like, okay, I played the.
I get that. I mean, I also think it is diminishing return. Like, I'll do it, but then once I beat it the first time, I'm like, okay. But I like going back some. But there's people that'll put like 800 hours into it, and beat it over and over and over and over again.
But you were saying you like that. You like that though.
I do. I'm not like that hard on it. Like I'll get bored eventually, but I'm like, I want to see what all the weapons do. I want to see how they all work together. I want to see like every little part of the system. Like I really get off
I would say
that.
I went through it enough times where I felt like I saw enough of it, but then I was like, that felt like the new stuff that I hadn't gotten yet was like marginal improvements that like to stuff that I was like, I'm not interested in.
Yeah. Where it's like, I don't need to unlock every little like passive bauble. Like I want to see what all the weapons can do. Yeah. I think that's generally how I feel about any game like that, where it's like, I want to see all the major systems but I don't need to like, I'm not a really big 100%er. Like I don't really care about that. You know, I want to like see, it's like, to me, it's like a video game. It's like a big sort of like engine, and you want to see all the parts of how it works. Then once I see it, I'm like, got it. That's great. I loved it.
It doesn't matter to me to get all the Korok seeds, for example.
Yes, exactly.
But I want to see all the major.
I want to see all the temples
and shit,
and I want to see all the fucking, and I want to get all the powers, and blah 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 blah. But like, I don't need the Korok seeds. Exactly.
And I'm interested in all the weirdest storylines.
Yes.
That's what I like. Like Fallout 3. It's like I want to go back and find that's a game where I played through, and then I was like Googling, okay, what's the weird shit I missed? You know what I mean?
I did that with Skyrim. It's like I played all the main stuff, and I was like, okay, I want to do the stuff I missed that's like worth seeing that maybe I wouldn't have found otherwise. But like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I've never been like able to just like.
Do you fuck with a wiki? Can I curse on this? I have Tourette's.
Yeah. No, dude. No, you can curse on
the whole time. I'm like, I'm allowed to. What the fuck is up, Twitch? You like a video game wiki?
Yeah, I fuck with that. You mean while I play or just in general?
Well, I would say just in general, because I tend not to while I play until
I feel the same way. Unless I get really stuck.
Yeah.
I'm also though at the age where I really like, if I'm stuck on a video game for more than like 20 minutes and it's not just like a like hard thing, I'm like, if it's like a puzzle thing, I'm like, I don't care. I'll look it up. I just want to play the game. Yes. Like I'm not 10 years old. I'm not like, it's like, I just want to keep going, you know? So
there was a puzzle in Breath of the Wild where it's like there's all these constellations on the wall. And there's a series of holes and balls.
Yeah, I remember
this one. And I was like trying to like create the constellation that was on the wall in the ball holes.
Yeah.
And I was like losing my mind. I was like, I don't know how to make this shape in the hole. And then I looked it up, and it's like, yeah, you count them. It's a counting game. There's 2 of this type and 3 of this type. And I was like, oh, that's right. This is a game for children.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't understand. But I get that. If you like, what's so tough with puzzle games like that. It's like, if I understand what the puzzle is asking, I can figure it out. But like, you get fucked if you're like, oh, I'm trying to solve a different type of puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what this is. Yeah. I think I also remember doing that because I'm like, well, it has to be this, and I have to make it look exactly right. It's like, just count, man. Yeah, you're good.
But no, that's definitely like, I wish there were maybe some more puzzle games that were kind of like more dedicated to adults or something, like within a Zelda type space. I don't know, because it's like
there's gotta be.
Those games are like get the cube through the cube hole.
Yeah.
It does satisfy me mentally to go, nice. I put the cube in the cube hole.
When you get to there's some harder ones, but I know what you mean. I'm trying to think like there's certainly that type of game exists. I feel like there's like indie titles on Steam that are very
true.
That part of that game, you could just play a whole game of that.
You know what? Good opportunity for a list situation. List a few of those and I'll check them out.
Put those in the motherfucking chat. All right, are you ready? All right, well, it's time to do the segment.
Oh, never mind. What?
All right, we'll do a call first.
Yeah.
Got a call coming in.
Get these fuckers. Did you guys know that Luke is an Elgato ambassador?
Yup.
Cool, huh?
You should be using that, Benny. You should be buying things through that. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Hey, I'm Jacob, and I'm calling about that same, other stuff too, but not a lot. Just, that exact same Breath of the Wild puzzle.
Great.
That is the only one I looked up in the game. I did every single shrine, and that was the only one. Like, why can't I figure this out?
Did you try doing the same thing I was doing?
Yes. Like I was trying to make the constellation.
This guy gets it. That's what I'm talking about.
Fucked up.
We're too. That's the thing. We're too wise for these children's puzzles. We're playing.
Yeah,
we're
you're
playing
too
4D chess, and they're playing
checkers.
Oh, checkers.
They're playing checkers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also Hades is the first and only roguelite that I've ever liked. And I looked up the difference. Roguelike with a K is like permadeath, and the world around you changes, but nothing else. In the light games, you earn more as you keep going through.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Light, where it's like there's
that
measured. Yeah, totally.
I tried playing Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, and
but that was like kind of more. That was definitely a roguelite, but I just felt like I wasn't like. I kept playing and not making progress on each death, and I was like, "This is pissing me off."
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
Also,
Hades is good because
bullet hells are not.
Hades is a nice. I mean, technically, yes, surplus value theory. I thought they were interchangeable. That is the difference, totally. Jacob is right. Because roguelike is a reference to an old game called Rogue that is like the progenitor of that type of like permadeath game. And then roguelike is sort of like, well, we want to make a version of this game where it isn't like not fun to play for people, you know? So, yeah.
That's smart.
For almost everybody.
Yeah. I love Hades. God, I want to play Hades 2 after this stream. I wish we weren't doing this stream right now. I wish I was playing Hades 2, but
yeah, I'll talk to them. You go play Hades 2.
I'll go play Hades 2.
Yeah, you pull it up. Yeah.
Well, quickly about Enter the Gungeon, I tried to like that one, but like I love twin stick shooters, but I don't like them if I have to actually press the shoot button. Like I like. So Geometry Wars would be the one that like, oh, it's just the direction and the direction, and Robotron from the 80s, oh, it's shooting if I press that direction. That's good enough for me.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, it should just shoot the way you're going because that's the way you're. Yeah, just a constant be shooting. Yeah,
right.
Say it one more time.
Like instead of having to hold the trigger to fire, just going a direction fires in that direction.
Yeah. Like Vampire Survivors. Yeah, totally.
But oh yeah, just be the way you're looking. Yeah, it's just be shooting the way you're looking. Yeah,
and it's kind of like auto. Yeah.
Oh, and are y'all platformers? Because like
I love platformers.
New Prince of Persia is just so good. I'm loving it so much.
That's what's up.
I love a platformer. I love a 3D platformer. I've been playing. I just got Super Mario 3D Land, or 3D World, which I never played for the Switch. Having a blast with that. Turn the little cat Mario, run around. It's a great time.
Dude, Mario games, they know how to make a goddamn toy.
Yeah, they really do, brother.
I should tell you, I went to college for video game development.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Sure. I forgot. Sometimes I forget.
My friend went to is going to stand-up school in Philly.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Do I know them?
Yeah. I mean, I heard you. I doubt it. I mean, he went to Temple University for film studies, but I mean, I don't know if you know.
He's taking like a class or something. He's taking like a stand-up class. What's the name?
Yeah, his name's Phil Ratched. I mean, he's
okay.
I don't even think he's done open mics yet. I mean,
gotcha.
He's just like
at the beginning of his journey,
getting to the point where he can. Yeah, he's like getting to the point where he can actually talk and not forget what he's saying because he's on stage in front of people.
Well, I wish him the best, Phil.
That's what we need. More stand-up comedians. I'm always saying that.
Sorry to derail from video games. I'll let this guy say more stuff, and then maybe I'll do a little waxing poetic about comedy. But what? Yeah, caller Jacob. Do you have more about that?
Jacob. Oh well, just one more thing,
please.
Really, and I'm just excited that Joe Pera and Todd Berry just are talking about coming through the South.
Nice.
I'm in New Orleans.
Two funny guys.
Coming near me.
Love that.
I got a slice of pie with Joe.
So anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really nice guy.
Good guy. All right, Jacob. Well, you know what?
All right, guys.
I'm excited for you to see them. I've seen Joe Pera live. I haven't seen Todd Berry, but they're both very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Two other great guys.
Well, okay, just
take care.
What the hell was I going to say about stand-up?
Bye.
Fuck. peace out. They need to have more comedians.
They need more?
No, just the idea of it. I'm thinking the idea of like that stand-up is hitting a sort of new point in its development as a medium. And like there's always new musicians, there's always new people picking up guitar and learning guitar.
Right.
But having more musicians and people playing guitar is good.
Yes.
So I do fuck with having more stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
I think that the trouble is that the industry and at the top level, it needs to sort of catch up and reform to maybe genreify is sort of what people have been talking about, where it's like music is like you can go to a pop venue, go to rock venue or metal, whereas comedy is still
it's all comedy clubs and then a couple alt venues in major American cities and that's it. Yeah,
and we need and this is not like a Benny a patented idea. This is a idea that a lot of people.
No. I think that's true. I mean, that's a good point, and I do think. Well, something I think about kind of because I do feel like TikTok and like these short form comedy, short form content things are kind of the progenitor of this too, of this like new stand up boom. I do think about how crazy it would be to start doing like open mics now and like be going to open mics and people are like open micers trying to make viral stand up clips, and that feels punishing to me.
You ever been at a mic where somebody sets up their like tripod in the back? And you
see,
like,
that's the thing, man. I kind of started doing like I stopped really going to mics like about when the pandemic hit. So like no, like yes, a little bit, but like now I know. Like I've asked like Wyatt and stuff about it. It's like they'll be like they're like trying to like do crowd work and stuff, which is so funny to me.
But also that's also valid. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody's gonna get good with crowd work, like but also it's like crowd work.
But you can't do it to other comedians. That's what I think. I think it's crazy to do it to other comedians.
You know, totally. Mics in Philly were not other comedians. Mics in Philly were they would be bar patrons.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that same with
depends
Chicago.
on the mic, but I don't know. I guess it's like maybe we need more words. I was thinking like
to do jokes with.
For the genres of comedy, because I think right now it's just mainstream and alt are like the two buckets,
right?
And we need like
clown is a third bucket.
That is true. Clowning is a new thing, but not new thing, but new bucket that's emerging within the space. And improv. But I guess it's like within the alt space, it's like even like there's indie rock, there's indie pop, there's indie. You know what I mean?
PowerPoint comedy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. No, I know what you mean though. Yeah,
more. We need more.
Like I get what you're saying. It's like it's all and it all just goes under stand up, and you're like, I guess it's too because it's like, well, inherently, like your stand up is so different because of who you are that like inherently you are the genre of your own stand up. You know what I mean? Like big Southern lawyer getting up and doing the, you know what I mean? That kind of guy. Or like,
is that the same for music to some degree? Like, isn't every band like its own unique sound?
Yeah.
You know
No, I mean? That's true. Yeah. That's true. What's going on where? With my foot? I wasn't doing anything weird with my foot. All right.
My foot vibing.
Hold on. I do want to, before we do this segment, I want to talk about, so you went to school for video game design.
Yeah. Development, I should say.
Development.
Yeah.
So what did that look like? Were you like learning coding or what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then like, we would learn like video game development history and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And like, yep.
Did you want to like go into that world?
I did. Yeah. I did like an internship at one company. But I don't know, it just wasn't as if I really wanted to do it, I would have had to like put a lot of work in and
hard.
Yeah, I mean, I lived with a guy who did it for a while, and he like would work like these like long extra hours doing crunch and everything,
just to like literally work your way up to maybe be like maybe get to be like the guy actually like deciding what's in the game.
I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact how that part would end up for him, but I mean, it's just like the actual industry of it partly wasn't just there wasn't that many options in Philly alone, so I would have had to like move probably.
Right.
And I didn't want to. I ended up getting like a job doing like making websites or whatever, which was chilling.
Yeah, good to make websites. That's a great job for anyone of our age to have, where it's like you're under a certain age and you're pretty good at the computer and you can make websites for a living. That's
basically
fine. Yeah.
And so I was doing that for just to stay alive for a while.
But
you don't give a fuck about that. But the point is that the video game industry itself, on the development side, is very punishing to people, and they like I don't know, like long ass hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for totally.
I'm not fucking with that. I'm trying to be like, I guess I should have done like, I don't know what I should have done. But a part of it is that I fell in love with doing comedy
I feel the same way.
around the same time. And I was like, well, I could either go down this path or that path.
And one of them seems way more fun. You get to drink way more beers, too.
Yeah. Because I was into the design part of the games.
Not the coding crunching part.
Yeah, and I sort of went pragmatically for the coding just to like definitely have a sort of way in or a fallback. But it's like, okay, well, comedy is your own voice the whole time. What did you go to school for?
English.
Nice.
I was an English degree. Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure that translates pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was, and I'll tell you what, at Oberlin, I was like, by the end of my year there, I was like, okay, I definitely like this. I was spending all my time, like I was doing like a talk show and stuff and all this comedy stuff. And I was like basically not paying attention to school at all. And I was like, this is what I like doing. So like, I don't really care about this other thing anymore.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You had a talk show in school?
I did a call-in show, or not a call-in show.
You do something with that now.
Or something. Not a call-in show, but I did a late-night show called Good Talk with Luke Taylor when I was like a senior in college. It was pretty fun. I did like a late-night style show. That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean,
It was fun. With, Maya Sharma?
Oh, yeah.
Maya and Sophie Zucker were part of it.
Yeah. We're multiple ladies who ranch were Oberlin.
Yes, Maya and Sophie, correct.
I thought maybe there was more. Okay.
I think it's just them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, yeah, I mean, it was a fun time. That's why I liked Oberlin, because I was just like, oh, I like doing this thing. And then like I like taking English classes, but I was so clear that I just knew that, you get to that point and you're just like, well, this is what I like doing, so I'm going to do this. And then like, which I think is what college is about. I was like, I don't like the other stuff. Like I hate writing papers. It's fucking stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. The improv team was the only, I would totally blow off shit just to do improv practice.
Because it's fun. Yeah. That's what you like. But hey, if that's not what it's about, I don't know what it is. All right, now we're going to play a game. You ready to play a game?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready to play
After all this talk of games.
Yep, now we're going to play a game. We're going to watch me play Hades 2, and then you can be quiet while I do it.
Sure.
No. So this is something I was thinking of, because a lot of the segments I like to think this is something that this is the segment. Yes, this is the segment. There's the segment, Warren. Thank you, Jacob, for making it. Yes, this is the segment. So it's a dichotomy that I think exists in my mind that I think you'll understand, which is the idea that you can classify anything, any object, person, place, idea, whatever it is.
By race.
By race, yes. And then assign values to, so either as anime or steampunk, right? Like something's either anime or steampunk, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like cigarettes are anime, but vaping is steampunk.
Maybe there's some vaping still feels a little anime to me. What would be steampunk? Like a pipe would be steampunk. A pipe would be steampunk.
Well, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There we go. Totally. There we go. Yeah. So I mean, and that's sort of the fun of it is we'll sort of debate. You know what I mean? So it's kind of getting your opinion.
Yeah.
And we got some submissions from the Discord. Let me look through these really quick. One of my favorite parts. We'll get BB. Yeah. Okay. I mean, here's a good one to start. New York City.
Huh. Trying to shove it just into anime or steampunk. Okay, maybe Manhattan. Maybe it depends on the borough, probably. Right?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest, completely steampunk. Nothing real. I mean,
like Times Square to me is like anime, which is why I was thinking like. But I don't know. Maybe steampunk.
But couldn't you see also, like, in a different world, there's, like, a dirigible or, like, a big hot air balloon floating through Times Square, and it would make just as sense?
But that's in a different world.
I mean, all right.
I'm trying to take it at face value of what it is now and going, like, Times Square to me reads as, like, in an anime with all, like, the neon lights and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, but here's where I'll throw this dichotomy. Now, I'd say L.A. is very anime to me. New York is very steampunk.
That's true. LA is definitely more anime.
Yeah.
But New York, parts of New York, I would say, are steampunk.
Sure.
Okay, you know what? New York is steampunk below ground and anime above ground, and it's like it's a fight between the two.
I like that. See, that's
Yeah,
exactly the kind of stuff.
Underbelly
Yeah. The seedy underbelly.
Yes,
LA
yes,
is
yes.
also anime. Yeah, of course,
LA
of
is
course. Now, I
cyberpunk.
want to be clear with this. If we say, I mean, obviously everything is a little of both, but we have to decide.
Yeah, and this is also like it's just anime and just steampunk on
Yeah.
a spectrum.
Yeah.
And so that clearly leaves, the idea of cyberpunk is going to be on the side of anime, even though it's also punk just
Right.
for the.
So I don't, and I want to be very clear. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm asking, is it
don't give a
anime or
fuck.
is it steampunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game. Here
Sounds
we
good.
go.
Sounds
Here we
good.
go. Here we go.
And I'm taking it fucking seriously.
SNL.
Probably okay. Steampunk, just because there's like all these fucking behind the scenes machinations.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it
motherfuckers
is.
got
I think it's very. It's
machinations.
like dun 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 dun. It's like a little like dun 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 dun. Dun, you know what I mean? All this shit. All this shit is like moving around.
You know native advertising.
Huh?
You know about native advertising, which is like you gently work into like it's like a you'll be watching a TV show and they'll just be like drinking a can of Coca-Cola.
Oh sure,
It's
and
like
they
not
don't
an
call
ad.
attention to it.
Yeah. The SNL, like a lot of their sketches are just that. Like they're all just like advertisements for products.
They
and
get
it's-
paid to make.
It's explicitly stated. Yeah, it's like
Whoa.
they were able to cut down on like maybe like I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago or something. Is like they started doing this more heavily. But yeah, there's like direct quotes from like Lorne Michaels being like, yeah, if we'll be able to cut down on commercials and do more.
Oh, if they're like, we'll do a thing that's like, this is a Subway sketch or whatever. Yeah.
So every time they do one of those sketches where it's like, a media property or a fucking food item or whatever. I mean, it's like, listen, every SNL sketch. This will be the clip, dude. Every SNL sketch is PR for a celebrity, ad for like a media property, or ad for a product. Not all of them. Some of them are cool and weird and different and fun. But the commercials are
Could barely get that out. I mean, you really
whatever.
didn't feel like you felt that at all.
And I'm undercutting this idea in case they ever go.
Yeah. We'll
Benny,
cut that
it's
out of the
time to-
VOD because
Benny-
say all you want. You know they call it.
Benny,
Laura
it's time
says,
to- it's time for you to
Benny,
do
I'd
a-
like you to host Weekend Update. You're not saying yes.
I'm gonna go. Wow! Oh my god, dude! Oh, spicy Coca-Cola. What? How they got?
It is. Well, here's
spicy.
and I'll say in the defense of that, it is smart because it's like, okay, it's a show that inherently is already about pop culture. So then
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got this way to work in, not have to a way to get around for NBC doing more commercials. It's like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I would rather see a commercial about Subway than 5 more minutes, or a sketch about Subway than like 5 more commercials.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And also, it's an inherent like PR for. I mean,
Yes.
this is also a PR for a celebrity idea as well. You know what I mean? Like
What we're doing here.
Yeah. Any sort of positive showing of somebody in the culture is PR for a celebrity, and then
This is PR. This
this is also product placement for. What is it called? Elgato or whatever?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So,
not product placement. That's a sponsorship. That's a little bit different. Getting really drunk. Is that steampunk or anime?
Steampunk, dude. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, here's what I'll say. Steampunk if you're drinking liquor. Anime if you're drinking beers.
Interesting. Do they drink a lot of beer in anime?
Yeah. Well, no. Here's what it is. Because liquor, I'm thinking you got fucking concoctions. You know what I mean? You got all sorts of little... You know what I mean? And concoctions are very steampunk.
That's true.
Where beer is just like, "Idakimasu!" And then we throw it down and we're like, I mean, that's like...
But that's why I thought that was steampunk, because like a big fucking thing like that, like a big conk, it's like I'm thinking of like a bar, like a.
Listen, I mean, hey man, to agree to disagree. I mean, that's what
Sounds
it's all
good to
about.
me.
You know what I mean? Like if you think they're both steampunk,
Why? Like
Wine.
wine is anime, in my mind.
in what way? Because it comes from the earth.
Do the other ones not?
Oh, here's good. Pissing versus coming. If one is anime and one is steampunk, and I have my answer. Pissing.
I forgot we were doing this. I went down on my SNL. I like know a bunch of them, which is funny.
Yeah, I
So
know,
I'm
and
like,
so
what
do
am
I mean, we
doing?
both do. Is what's fun. Yeah. We both know probably like maybe double digits number of people that work in that building. Very funny.
Yep.
But everybody in comedy has got a little something to say. Pissing is steampunk, obviously. Pissing is completely steampunk, and coming is the most anime thing I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, it's literally, it's like a release of energy. It is so obviously coming is anime, pissing is steampunk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's name all the people we know on SNL.
No. You literally saw me fold. No.
Let's all right. On 3, let's name the top 10 most clouded up people we've ever shaken hands with.
Sarah Sherman, my close
I'm
friend.
fucking around.
Fucking Barack Obama. How about that, bitch?
Oh wow, dude.
No, is cum, piss, anime, or steampunk?
Wait, when you say compass, you mean like
this is this thing
like
all
a
right,
piss after you come?
So I've had this thing happen to me a couple of times in my life where I've pissed and it's felt like a cum.
Nice.
And I wasn't hard and I wasn't like about to come. It was just like I went to the bathroom.
That's what's up, dude.
I used the toilet, and when the piss came out, it felt like a cum. Does that? I mean, does that resonate with you at all?
I've had like really satisfying pisses, but definitely not
This
like
is
a
different.
cum, not an orgasmic level.
Yes. No goo came out. It was all normal. It was like the piss had gone through a different hole.
Ooh.
Yeah, the coming hole.
Ooh.
Keep forgetting we're on the front page. You can't be talking about this.
We on the front page?
We might be.
What does that mean?
Means on Twitch we'll just have like a bunch. Well, let's see how many viewers we got.
Who's all here? How's everybody doing? Can men can squirt?
Yeah. I think we are. Okay. All right.
Cool.
So we're not going to go about cum piss. We're going to talk about something else. It's anime. So is it anime or steampunk? It's anime because it's like a beautiful thing that you didn't expect to happen.
Are there any steampunk animes? I'm sure.
Yeah. Steam Boy, famous anime movie.
Oh. Has JoJo's Bizarre Adventure gotten steampunk stuff? Is that like a...
Yeah, I would say so. I would think about like, there's like the guy. Have you watched JoJo's?
I saw the first season, which I'm told is nothing like the rest of it.
Yeah. It's the worst. You should try the second because I think if you
like
like that, then you'll like the rest of it. But the first one is The second one's dope. The second one's pretty steampunk. There's like a Nazi scientist who like is like half cyborg in a very like 20s way. It's cool.
That's cool.
It's also one of the craziest parts about part 2 is it's like it takes place like in the 30s. So like Japanese people and like the Germans are like allies, and it's like because they were, but like in this telling of it, it's like not. I mean, it was just it's a very strange thing because like anytime you see that part of those places' histories portrayed in our media, it's as enemies. It's like, oh no, yeah, they were like friends then, so they were like teaming up. Like,
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Nazi cyborg is like a really. I would love to explore that space if you.
Nazi cyborg.
Or on the front page, Nazi cyborg. Oh my God, he's got some sort of.
All right, let's
arm cannon.
All right, let's cool it. All right,
shoots gas.
Pinball. Steampunk.
Nazi cyborg.
Nope. Steampunk. Pinball.
Beep boop. Racism. All right. I'm just trying to like dance around it while also doing it at the same time. Pinball.
Steampunk or anime?
That's steampunk, dude.
Depends on the game.
A bunch of levers. You can't be levers to steampunk as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
No, a single bearing ball.
Simple bearing ball. How about poker?
Steampunk. It gives me Wild West vibes, which gives me steampunk.
I mean, I think the setting of poker, but I think the game itself to me is actually a bit more anime.
Oh, sure. Okay.
You know what I mean?
If it's like in a casino, casinos are anime.
Casinos are very anime. But sometimes... Yeah.
Huh?
Casinos.
Could be.
I think casinos are anime because it's all like da 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 da.
If show business was a machine.
Yes. God willing, it was a machine.
Oh, riverboat. Riverboats are so cool.
I'd love to go on
love
a riverboat.
that, dude.
I'd do fucking anything. The Oscar slap. I know the answer.
That's anime, dude.
Of course. It's the most anime thing. Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth is one of the most anime things ever said on national television.
You should have charged up.
History.
Dude, Will Smith, like,
He literally, yeah,
They
extremely,
cut the, yeah.
extremely.
His like hand is like glowing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, that's a good point about.
Wait, a Nazi cyborg? What would that be like?
Beep boop bop. I need to stop, bro. I
like
don't
trying
need
to
to keep
derail.
getting in trouble with the people at Twitch.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, we're allowed to make fun of Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you should be supposed to be making fun of Nazis.
Well,
Am I wrong
but
about
you
this?
kept saying before the show started how cool you thought Nazi cyborgs were.
You know what? He's making this up, but I'll stand by it.
You think they're cool?
It's a cyborg.
All right. Well, I like the cyborg part. I
I don't like their politics, but I think that I think the cyborg part is neat.
Taco Bell. I'll get my answer. Steampunk, putting all these talking about machinations, man.
That's a concoction again. We're getting another concoction here.
Yeah, versus In-N-Out, very anime. Just like, here's our thing, we do perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, here it is, like our perfect, yeah.
Kind of like a vacuum tube.
Exactly.
system.
Bum, 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 bum. No, it's not about.
How about the movie? What's that one called?
What
where
about
it's
Crank
like
Yankers?
What's that movie that takes place like near a concentration camp?
Oh, Zone of Interest.
Yeah, but it's just like a cyborg, like gardening. It's a Nazi
They're
cyborg.
making damn Terminators
like,
across the
yeah,
wall.
yeah,
Yeah. Huh, I wonder
Every
what
now and
that
again,
would
I'm
be like.
gonna, and whenever I come up with a good Nazi cyborg riff, I'll bring it back in.
Go
I'll do it
back.
in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Schindler's List. He's got the Nazi cyborg. He's got the IBM machine inside of his own mind. Not that he's got the list of Jews. Not Schindler's List. Anyway, you know how they use the IBM machines or whatever, or the fucking,
Are you talking about Watson on Jeopardy?
Oh, no, I'm talking about they had like the computer list of Jews back in the day.
They had a computers list of them?
They had like maybe not.
In the 1940s, the early 40s, they had. I don't think the Nazis had computers.
They
did
just
they?
okay, maybe they just had lists.
Punch
They
cards.
had punch cards.
Yeah.
Punch cards. Yo, how about forget the Nazi, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cyborg, but he's like
Powered by
he's
punch
like,
cards.
Yeah, he's like punch card. Computer
Honestly,
technology.
it's sick. I mean, that because then it's almost like a golem, you know, like the Jewish idea of the golem where you put the
Yeah.
instructions in its mouth. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
I didn't know that part.
There's like a or he comes to life because there's like Torah in his mouth.
Nice.
Right?
Same. I come to life when there's Torah in my mouth, dude.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's the only time I feel alive when I'm.
You ever do the Havana Gilin here?
Never done it in here.
You should have.
I'm
We
too
should have
scared.
like 20 people come out of frame and pick up the chair.
That would be cool. Set that up. That could be a stretch goal. Their golem. No, yeah. And then it's like, yeah. But I like this. And then it's like you keep feeding punch cards into the fucking robot, and then to
Yeah.
give it more instructions.
Okay, a
That's
movie.
pretty cool.
A movie where it's like of that time, and it's like a golem, and the Jews create this.
Of
golem
what
to-
time? The 40s
Yeah,
or like
and,
okay,
and it's fighting the Nazis. Now we've got
That's
an
cool.
anti-Nazi
Yes, dude,
cyborg
yes.
golem.
I was so worried when
punch
you bring it
card.
up. That was my
I was
worry.
trying to dance around it. I'm trying to be careful.
That was
I'm not
my
gonna
worry.
be-
Is I thought you were pro Nazis. I'm just kidding. I knew that wasn't the case. Cyborg powered by razor. Yeah, they could.
pro cyborg. I'm like
You know Cyborg from Teen Titans.
yeah.
See steampunk or anime.
What are his politics?
Yeah, that's it. So okay, here's an interesting one. Because I would think in a world, all right, let's take American right versus American left. I think almost in a way, American left. Sorry about that. American left is steampunk, and American right is kind of anime. Wrong
yeah.
reasons,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like I think that's right.
They also connect. Like, there's a lot of weebs who are like Nazis. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Because it's all about. Because I do think there's a inherent like steampunk. Like if you're gonna be like, it's like inherently, it's sort of like the free market.
It's-
Like you do whatever you want. But
Well,
but
I was thinking
in
like in my mind, it's like about the Industrial Revolution and like the issues with the factory setting and like the.
But what if we got rid of
all?
all those and everybody had gears and shit?
Oh fuck yeah! Dude.
That's what steampunk is.
That's
like
what's up.
what if the Industrial Revolution was fucking awesome?
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
instead of awful for most people around the world.
Yeah, totally. I guess that, I imagine that different steampunk properties interpret it differently, but like it seems to me to be a pro working class idea, steampunk. It's like and like a lot of those movies are dystopian or like
Yeah.
or show
No, I
the
think that's
fact that
true.
there's an
Yeah, yeah,
undercooked
yeah.
class. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Dishonored.
Like Snowpiercer is not pro the ruling class. You know what I mean? Snowpiercer is like we're eating ration bug poop brick.
Was it bugs? It was bugs.
It's bugs.
It was
yeah.
bugs.
Which,
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
yeah.
way, thumbs up. I eat bugs.
No problem.
Thumbs up.
We're eating crickets.
Yeah.
Just picking them up off the
We
ground.
don't have
No,
time
you
to
don't-
get into this. People aren't gonna.
Cricket protein? Nah, man. Just because you're the thing you talk about, they didn't go. This is where we're gonna make it right. This is where we fucking redeem talking
People
about.
think I'm like a
drugs.
shill for the the WO or something. Because it's another thing.
World-
It's like remember I was talking about how Minecraft they started. They were like it's for 12-year-olds now. By the way, I've been eating bugs since like 2011 because like I saw a cool video that just was like they're good for the environment.
So what does that look like eating bugs?
I buy like pre-cooked, pre-flavored bugs online. They're kind of like potato chips, but
Sure.
high in protein, really good, delicious.
Yeah,
Good better for the environment than other meat.
Yeah.
And then like maybe at some point like the World Health Organization or something, like a very like large, basically the type of organization that the alt-right is like. Those are the globalists.
Sure.
Because I guess to some degree they literally are like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
they were like, hey, everybody should eat bugs, and so people were like, ew.
They're trying to make me eat bugs.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to force anybody to eat bugs.
What kind of bugs
enjoy
are you
it.
eing?
Crickets are primarily the
Crickets,
idea.
yeah, yeah.
I'm also mealworms and among other things,
Huh.
as well as grasshoppers are good. But
And now, are you also buying them and cooking them up, or is it mostly
no,
just getting?
I don't fuck with that because I would rather have it go through some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a nasty bug, and you can admit that. So even you're
Well,
kind of
here's
admitting, though, you're kind of real. You're saying it's kind of nasty, though.
Would you grow your own pig and like do all the slaughterhouse? Like you'd have to learn.
No
you know what I mean?
problem.
So also, I think people are concerned about. I don't want to put misinformation out there, but from what I understand, that the diseases are further away genetically than like pigs, for example. So you're
right. Because it's like one is a mammal and one is the bug.
Yeah. But also, because bugs are cold-blooded, they take way less like food just to heat their body.
Yeah.
Like when you were like if you have like it's like 10 inputs of food gets you like I don't know, maybe like it's like 5 chicken, 3 pig, 1 cow or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets you like 9 crickets or something. Like 10 input grams of wheat protein gets you 9 grams of like cricket protein or some ratio like that.
That's way better.
Where it's like way worse
So
for
in a
cow and
way-
stuff, you know what I mean? Because all the food goes to just heating the mammal's body.
Right.
I don't know if chickens are fucking. I don't know if they're like warm or cold blooded.
I gotta
they
be.
have a better
They're definitely
ratio than
warm-blooded,
pig,
but
yeah.
I'll tell you what I got because I think about going vegetarian and I do get it in terms of like pigs, cows. You know, I mean, you look at these animals, you see like the soul in them.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
No
man.
soul in a bug, dude.
No soul in a bug.
No soul
Also,
in a bug.
I gotta be honest. You look at a fucking chicken, you're like, this thing does not have a soul. dude. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah. That Werner Herzog's whole thing about the eyeballs of the chicken being stupid. Do you ever hear him say that? You're just like, it's like unfathomably stupid looking like a chicken's eyes. Yeah, he's just trying to defend eating a chicken nugget. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. F.
What does F mean?
Oh, it means the stream went down. They say that when the
When stream goes down? Oh, it says back. It says back, baby. I saw everybody saying F. I was like,
I say F when to say that the stream is
they're not a fan of the Feld. is what they're saying. F.
Fuck Feldman.
Fuck F.
Fuck Feldman.
Frame do be dropping though. No,
Really,
that's
the frames are
that's just a me thing.
Are they? Have they been dropping the whole time, or is it? Let's see. Let's check this out.
Whoop, it's back, baby.
Guess who's back? Nah, we've got like 0 drop frames. All right. I had a question for you, Benny.
I got an answer for you.
What's your connection to butterflies? Why does that play a prominent role in your iconography on your Twitter and on your tour this summer?
Oh, thank you, Luke. I appreciate you
problem.
doing a question that tees up some degree of a plug or whatever.
Yeah.
Of,
Well, I
of
actually,
mine.
legitimately, I was also just interested. You're gonna say plugs. We got 20 more minutes, and then you're gonna do
Oh.
plugs. I don't want to hear about the plugs. I
In that
want to hear
case-
about the butterflies.
Well, yeah. So like, I was really interested in bugs as like a topic of like comedy, just like aesthetically and like that kind of thing. And I often just get like obsessed with certain ideas like lily pads or hummingbirds or something. And part of why butterflies really fascinate me is that they're one of the few bugs that when you look at them from like a sort of status and aesthetic perspective, people really like and enjoy.
Yeah, sure.
And so their difference from other bugs really stuck out to me and like really was interesting to me initially. I also just think they're beautiful. Like truly, I think they're like genuinely very beautiful. I also, I'm a one-liner comedian, as you know, and as they all simply must find out after the show.
Take a look. Again, I said safe plugs for the end, but keep going. I'm not kidding.
He kicks me out if I do my plug. Basically, because I'm a one-liner comedian, and I was I have this like poster where it's all these butterflies, and it's like each one of them separately, distinctly is like beautiful, but together they form a sort of like interesting collage of the whole poster, which is like a really cool aesthetic.
That's cool. Yeah.
And if you can kind of see this clear train of thought,
each
joke is a butterfly conceptually.
I mean, that's really great because most comedians or tour posters just them going. I mean, so it's like that's cool.
I almost named it Triggered on account of my edgy material. Oh no, no, that's funny. I wasn't done actually, but
you were okay.
Yeah.
That honestly, because that would be kind of fun. I don't know if you call it.
No, triggering is that is a thing for Tourette's. I do get triggered by certain things, but it's not. Yeah.
It's
that would
be
funny
though.
actually.
Yeah. That would be kind of funny, and then people show up and they think that you're gonna fucking get up there and be like, burp, burp, oh.
Yeah.
Yep, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
It's
good for ticket sales to have a show called The Triggered.
And then really bad for afterwards when they demand their money back because you didn't say how much you hate woke culture or whatever. Say how awesome Louis C.K. is. I have a big fucking hole in my jeans.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Got 2 of them, actually. I need new clothes.
Whoa, save the plugs for the end.
You mean because I'd be plugging
OnlyFans?
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. I'm on the casting couch right now.
Somebody was saying that it would be funny if so I was thinking of getting a new couch for in here if I just got the exact replica of the casting couch from the porn videos. You know, the black casting couch. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't realize there's like a specific channel. I thought it was like a general idea.
Well, there's one specific I feel like there's an image. Dude, you got to get out of there.
Nope.
There's just one specific image. There's one specific image.
Sorry.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Sorry. I was trying to vibe it out.
Nope.
Didn't
like it.
One specific image. Casting couch.
Couch.
Black couch.
You know what I'm talking about.
Is it like a darkish gray couch?
And it's in like an office space.
And they're all having sex on it?
Well, but you just see the couch and then you don't, it's the implication. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I guess
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure if I saw the couch, I'd probably have a subconscious reaction.
I'll show you the couch. We're not gonna show that.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
Show you the couch. Show you the couch. The United States Supreme Court. Cyberpunk or anime? I'll put it in the Discord.
Well, Steampunk is the...
Oh, shit, right.
But Steampunk, but I would say, is it Steampunk? I don't know. Yeah, it's the Steampunk in the dystopian sense. It's like the oppressive... I don't know, it depends who's on it.
Like
I recognize
that's
that
an evocative image to you, right?
Yeah,
all right, I'll put it in the Discord.
I've seen plenty of families go through therapy in there.
Yeah. I call it a casting couch, but just because it's where I bring in all my, for me, this doesn't even make any sense because the casting couch is literally also a place where the whole thing is you're getting a role. So never mind.
Hey, want to hear a joke real quick?
Please.
So, like a lot of the porn these days is step family stuff.
Uh-huh.
And back in the day, it was like pizza delivery.
Uh-huh.
I want to see a step family pizza porn, and they call it the Giorno. Because not delivery, it's already in the home. Okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Nice. Make a fishing joke.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. No, I think I just didn't get it, but I think it's a funny joke.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You could tell. That's what people like to hear, right? I don't think I got it, but it's funny. No light in my eyes. Yeah.
I think it's the kind of thing where it's like, I think you would have gotten it in a different context. You and I are doing a bunch of shit at the same time.
Right. We're
now.
looking at all this stuff.
Yeah.
We ate a big meal
If you
right
were-
before this.
Yeah, if you were in a crowd of a show and we're just focused,
I'd be laughing.
You would have.
If I was in a crowd at a show, I would
probably
laugh so
pretty
hard.
easily got
Yeah.
They got it, I think.
Yeah, they liked it.
Fishing, make a fishing joke. Let me see. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Make a fishing joke.
You have a fishing? I've got fish jokes.
Like Fish the band or Fish the fish?
Fish the fish.
Hit us.
Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Yep. Fish day.
All right, I really like that. I really, really like that. That's really good.
Thanks,
that is my type of humor to a T. Yup. Fish day. I'm so bad. I've never been able to write one-liners like that. I think it's a very impressive ability.
I appreciate it. I don't know. I definitely like, they were my personal favorite. I actually got into them because I was weirdly, I know Sarah Silverman's not a one-liner comedian, but she had like a joke in one of her shows that just like was like a 1 or 2 line. It just like was, I was like, whoa, that like, I loved what it did to my brain. I loved the way it felt. And I like went down that path.
Fish day.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fish day. That's the clip. I'm going to burn Fish day on this, dude. Sorry.
That's fine. I've posted it. Yeah.
I only want to do it if it burns it.
You can burn the casting couch one where you don't laugh because you don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a really good clip. Comedian confuses other comedian. Like, you know, you do it like clickbait style.
Do people watch this retroactively, or is it just because it's a...
Yeah, because it's also on YouTube. Yeah, I put up like the
Oh.
VODs. The VODs live on Twitch and YouTube,
Wait, what's a VOD?
Video on demand. It's like, it just means the recording
interesting.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
VOD hogs, they call them. Like, some people also, like, if they don't catch it tonight, will watch it in the morning or something. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching in the morning, type in the chat.
Or they can't. No, that doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Is that on purpose? How the fuck? All right, here's my question to you, Benny. I slept 8 hours. I took an hour and a half nap. I'm still fucking tired. What? Am I sick? I really couldn't fall.
It's in, baby. I think that, I don't know.
I might do that. No, I don't have them. Fuck. That would help, honestly. VOD hogs.
What does VOD hogs mean?
It's just like a term. Is that something that only DJ?
Oh, it's just a term.
It's just a term. It's like a slang.
I'm giving Luke a bunch
Like
of shit right now.
homie.
I feel bad.
I can't. I'm
We gotta
trying to keep
wake
up,
him up.
and I literally
Let's wake him
can't
up.
keep up.
Let's
I don't
wake
know
him
what's.
up. Here, I'll have some Welshers. You have a Zin.
All right.
God damn it, I'm out. I left him in the car. It's okay.
I'll riff. Do
Do you want me to go to the car?
I could slap you.
All
up
right,
real quick.
you riff. I'll go to the car.
Oh sure. All right, I'll do both of us.
Yeah, all right.
I'll tell some. Okay. Hey, Benny, is Tourette's anime or steampunk? Luke, that's a very offensive question. We don't want to categorize a disability in that way. Well, I think it's anime. That actually makes some sense to me because they're like always making noises and stuff. They're going like, ah, and like, yeah, I guess it's kind of like I'm going Super Saiyan a little bit. That's right. And it's not steampunk. It's that. Yeah, I agree with that. What if when I had Tourette's, my hair like was glowing and on fire and stuff? That'd be crazy too. That's wow, and also wow. I'm glad we ended up enjoying that riff. What other disabilities are anime or steampunk? That's a great question, Luke. I think that anything to do. Whoa, Benny. We don't want to. We're on the front page of Twitch. Luke, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Oh, it's important to me. Also, it's me, Luke from the future, and I'm watching this retroactively in tomorrow morning to see what Benny said during this part. Luke, I pretended to be you is pretty much what happened. I'm surprised you had a Zin. You had a whole thingy of it. Yep. Did you see that pie I got at the place? Yeah, dude, that pie I got at the place looked really good. I wish I got some of that pie. Whoa, it's both of us talking over each other. Oh, it's me. Look, I have Tourette's now by accident. Yeah, dude, it's contagious. I'm sorry about that. is this bit anime or steampunk? Well, it's definitely steampunk. It's like kind of like back and forth lever kind of thing. It's like, you know, that guy pulling all the like. Oh yeah, from I guess television or back in the day. Was that a real instrument? Is that a what's that called? Chat with the one man band, but I'm thinking of the one where it's like a sit down one. The chat has Tourette's now. Oh no. Also, Luke's back. Just having too much fun. I don't know. I forget what I said.
You didn't do anything weird and crazy, right? You didn't do any sort of. Did you do any sort of like Jewish stereotypes or anything like that?
I did a Nazi cyborg act out.
That's the IG code. There we go. We are the Ubermensch. Yeah.
Pay us, detector. Pay us, detector.
That's good, folks. Now that's really good. That's the IG clip. I can't wait to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
Knowing that, because I literally was like, "Oh, it's me, Luke. I'm watching tomorrow morning."
That's really good. That's really good. There's big player piano with the sound effects. What about that big? What about? All right, here we go.
Yeah, what's this guy bringing up? That's out of context.
Look at this. That big.
That definitely wasn't a reference to anything I just said. What are you talking about, guy?
What about Big? You know the movie Big when he gets on the big piano?
Oh, the steps or the floor?
Yes.
It's like the floor.
Is that steampunk or anime?
Steampunk.
Yeah, a big fucking piano like that. Yeah, I don't care if it's digital. That shit's anime.
Does this segment ever end?
No, I don't know.
Sorry. I'm like, I enjoyed it, but now I'm like, I don't want to keep this.
Right. You know what it is? I don't know what I'm like so. It's the only like sort of semblance of that I can hold on to is the idea of this segment. That's like what's keeping me going. If I run out of something to say, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. You'd think for a guy, huh?
What? I'm sorry. I sort of took over this podcast.
I didn't really. The only reason I didn't want to do is because I have a zin in my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like,
why is he so anti this? No, but thank you. What shape is this? Do you have a podcast?
I do. It's I do a thing where I only post it whenever I truly feel it in my heart now, because like instead of doing it like weekly, I was like, let me only put it out like every like month and a half or so.
That's kind of fun.
That way, it's kind of like a scarce resource.
Yeah. What's the theme? What's the idea?
Shit and riffing. It's not good.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's
like this.
Really. Yeah. That's right.
No, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it when a guest makes eye contact with me and emphatically not says, "Yeah, I'm having a good time."
Well, I just said I wasn't.
No. I know. No, this is one of the good ones. You know, sometimes people come on, it sucks.
Yeah, you know, Nazis say that to me too. They say you're one of the good ones.
Really? I don't think they said that about many of us fine fellows of the cloth.
What's your shirt say, by the way?
I'm never going to buy another horse. Never, no way, won't happen. And then the back says,
well, maybe there's one more. That's really funny.
We got a call coming in.
Oh.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Oh, it's Creme de la Creme. What's up, guys?
Nothing much, Creme. How the fuck are you?
I'm great. Luke, while you were gone, I really do want to emphasize how good of a job Benny did.
Really?
Like you completely hung him out to dry to do your show for not that long, but for long enough to where it probably would be rude for someone who you didn't know like that well at all.
Well, Benny said we'd be close friends in college. I thought I could, leave him out there, so do his thing. Like we're close friends. That's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah.
He did like a real meta commentary, it was like a meta commentary shadow play. Like it was really interesting.
I'm very excited to watch this.
Probably the best freeform monologuing the show has seen.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited to watch. I used to do a thing back in the day where I would always leave the guest for at least a few minutes by themselves because I thought it was funny. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's kind of fun, and like they have to deal with something they've like never dealt with before. You know what I mean? Which is like a twist. They don't really, especially if it's someone who doesn't really know like how Twitch works, and they're like, that's funny.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
No, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I thought about live streaming my podcast, but I was like, I want to be able to edit out anytime I disparage
Talk about
SNL.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. Maybe we should do a thing. It's kind of a funny idea to have someone have to do the show that isn't me, but they have to do it like me.
Dude, cool podcast idea.
No, don't do that.
What?
Nothing. I'm saying it would be awful if someone else did this instead of you, Luke.
Sorry. All right. Keep going, Benny.
Just the idea of like, I thought it'd be cool to like do a podcast where it's like, you aren't there, and it's like I just get two guests who I think should talk to each other. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want to see a conversation between that guy and that guy.
Did they talk about you?
No.
No.
I just go hypothetical, being like, okay, I want to see, I don't know, fucking. I was gonna say Conan and Barack Obama.
Kumail Nanjiani and T.J. Miller.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just the idea that like each podcast is two people that aren't the host.
There's the A24 podcast where they kind of do this. Will they have like?
Never mind.
Sorry, man.
No, sorry.
Sorry.
So what do they do? What do they do? Sorry.
They do a thing like it's like they'll have what? What's up, Crab?
I just wanted to interrupt you and cut off whatever thing you had teed up and just say
Thank
that
you.
This whole show, I've been really, really impressed by Benny's brain. Benny seems to have a very analytic and like deconstructive brain.
Thanks, baby.
It seems very natural for you to just like see the layers and things and be like, well, this could be a different way, and just like I don't see shit like that at all. So every time you say something, I'm like, what is going on?
I can't really understand what you just. Did you understand what he said?
I heard a lot of the first part because I was intently listening for that compliment and I appreciated it. But the last part, what was the final bit?
What did you say? Yeah, you were cutting out a little, Crumb. What did you say?
Sorry. Just that you have a very deconstructive and like analytic brain that you can see things apparently in ways that I would, gun to my head, really never come up with once, let alone all the stuff you're saying.
You're talking to Benny or you're talking to me?
That's cool. Thanks, dude.
Not you, Luke. Benny, of course.
Yeah,
Benny,
no way.
Benny.
Yeah. Benny. Okay, I just want to make sure.
I kiss your face.
That is very nice. Well, that's
kind of you, dude.
the sort of. I mean, here we have the philosopher comedian. That's the meanest thing you could do. Just like,
I was talking the other day about how we're like with a homie where it's like we're not philosopher kings, and like some comedians try to like do that. You know what I mean? And that like makes their shit suck. But we're like kind of like thinking peasants. You know what I mean? We're like we're like peasants, but also like we're like going like, ha,
that's kind of weird. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mitch Live. Oh yeah, that's kind of the idea of Mitch Live, where he shows it. Man, you had such good mic quality. What happened, Krem? Sounds like you talking to us through a damn fucking tin can out in the playground, son.
I got new earbuds and I was wearing them. I'm sorry.
I couldn't even hear the comeback to those, son. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
I don't play Magic the
Sorry.
Gathering. So that
couldn't understand him. All right, I got another call coming in. Woo. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Hey, it's Tanner. What's up, guys?
What's up, Tanner?
A bit better?
I can hear you quite a bit better, man.
That's awesome. So, how are you guys tonight?
Good,
man.
You've got a compliment for Luke.
Wait, what?
And everybody's got to come in and have a compliment for each one of us.
Yeah, now you got to compliment me, Tanner.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luke basically is one of the most consistently dressed men of all time.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, this T-shirt does rule.
Nah, he's not saying. He's saying that like I wear a lot of the same fucking clothes. Is what over and over again is what he's saying. Oh. Is that what you mean, Tanner?
Yeah, but you are one of the most consistent dressers like of all time. I think you kind of have a uniform almost. You're like a cartoon character.
Well, it's not fair because you never know if the guests are like that. It's just because I do the show so much.
I'm like that. I literally have two of the same shirt. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good, you got a good thing going. Say, here's the thing about this. This is why it's not fair, because I'm on Twitch 5 days a week.
Really?
A motherfucker only has so many clothes. Most people in your life, you do not see 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, are you doing this show 5 days a week?
I do the call-in show 3 days a week, and I game 2 to 3 days a week.
Nice. Okay.
And today I did both, which I think is why I'm tired. My extremely hard life of playing video games and then later having to do a call-in show. Oh, I'm so tired. Yeah, I had a really hard day. Meanwhile, Kate was making a fucking television show, but I'm sitting here. I'm holding it the fuck down. I'm holding the fuck down as a stay-at-home boyfriend. Yeah, I played video games for 4 hours.
Has that Zen logged you back in, baby?
Yeah, Zen has logged me the fuck back in.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, what'd you really call for, Tanner?
Yeah,
Sorry.
for real. I think he probably just called to make fun of me, but let's see. Tanner, what's up?
You just called to make fun of me, didn't you?
I wouldn't call just to make fun of you.
Okay.
It's a character I'm doing?
I watched. Have you seen the movie The Vanishing?
Nope.
Okay, well, don't watch this movie. Wait, do you have claustrophobia?
I got like the opposite, dude. Anytime I'm in a tight space, I feel like I'm nestled. You know what I mean? I'm like, nice.
That's good. You're in a cave. You're fucking at peace for once.
Caves are different because that's like
stuck.
Yeah, but I fuck with a closet.
I thought you meant like you have the opposite. Like when you're in a huge space, you get terrified.
Oh no.
Does anyone have that? Yeah, probably people have that.
Yeah. That's
definitely
something.
a thing. Yeah. I feel good about that, Lulaga. You got to pay me money every time you do it.
Well, have you seen the movie Buried with Ryan Reynolds?
How about The Descent? That's a scary cave movie.
That's a scary kid movie. Buried is about an Iraqi soldier, a soldier in the Iraq War.
Okay.
That is played by Ryan Reynolds. That is supposedly captured by some enemy soldiers and is buried alive with only a cell phone and a lighter. And at the end of the movie, he dies. The sand caves in.
Why would he get a cell phone?
This is not a normal Hollywood ending.
Why would they give him a cell phone?
Well, I haven't seen the movie.
So how do you know? So are you going off like a trailer? Like what? Or Wikipedia summary? Where's this info coming from, Tanner?
I'm kind of just going off the blurb right now. I'm just kind of writing off the blurb.
Now, is this that you are looking for other movies about claustrophobia in real time? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, well, after watching a movie that had kind of a claustrophobia scene, I was looking into, hey, how can I get into more of these kinds of movies?
Watch The Descent.
And, well, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Well, it's a good movie.
But this movie, Buried with Ryan Reynolds.
It's like a Halloween
gives a performance he's never really done before.
Oh.
There's in Philadelphia.
This isn't Gray Man. This isn't.
There's like a real world exhibit thing.
Bodies.
And I don't mean exhibit. I mean like a haunted house. Interactive haunted house type situation.
Yeah.
At Eastern State Penitentiary in Philly.
I've heard about this.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
There's a caller on this show that used to work there.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
One of my friends is like one of the stilt walkers and shit.
Wow. Yeah, it's like a museum, but then they also turn part of it into a haunted house, isn't that right?
Yeah. Because it used to be like the prison, they had like Al Capone there. But there's a claustrophobia thingy that you can like kind of go through that like kind of presses you. And I just, if I may, it may be very horny, and I don't know why.
So maybe what it is
felt
is
nestled.
Oh.
But in a sexual way.
You realize, maybe it's, pressing.
It's supposed to scare you. It's supposed to freak you out. And I was like, I'm very much enjoying this.
Really?
I don't know why.
I think that massage, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I get that. I 100% get that.
Yeah.
It's like it's sort of like you're in a big pussy. Is that sort of
maybe it's like, definitely vor as a concept.
Yeah.
Womb-esque.
Yeah.
I'm in some sort of giant lady's mouth.
Whoa, and she's chomping down, but it doesn't hurt. It feels good. What, Tanner?
Sucking on me like a popsicle.
What's
like
up, Tanner?
Hold my legs.
Did the simulation happen to be pressing on a special part?
No, it was on your entire body. It was, but
What
not.
was
It wasn't specifically on my dick and
Okay,
balls because I was facing forward. You like walk through these like
Oh,
sort of,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
walls
yeah,
that
yeah,
like
yeah.
press against you, that like
Yeah, that
compress you, and you have to kind of go through it. It's like getting birthed, kind of.
Yeah, that doesn't. I get how that could be scary. It doesn't sound scary though. It just kind of sounds nice, like a big hug.
Sounds nice.
Like a weighted blanket.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
And I like a good hug.
Who doesn't?
Ha!
Speak on that. All right.
Weighted blankets stress me out.
Huh?
Weighted blankets make me feel like I can't breathe.
Yeah,
Blankets stress me out.
I had the same thing, but I think it's like I had too heavy of a one.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's
You
like
can get
because I've had a lighter weighted blanket at somebody else's, and I was like, oh, this rules.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I got a really heavy one from Walgreens, and it felt like it was just like kind of just felt like there were a bunch of rocks on the edge that were like holding me down. I felt like I was kind of trapped more so than it was like just a heavier blanket. Yeah. All right, Tanner. Goodbye.
Well, yeah, not my best call, but you know.
Hey, you
have
did
a
your
good night,
best though, man.
And
We're
you
just
know
at
what?
the end
And
of the
I'm
show.
keeping
Win some,
score.
lose some.
I'm thinking to myself, this Tanner fella.
This guy
I'm gonna
sucks.
I'm gonna make mental notes. I'm gonna remember.
This guy stinks. All right. I mean, if you can believe it, we're already at the end of the show. Can you believe that? 2 hours.
Oh
flew
my
by.
God! Wow.
Like that. Can you believe it?
Woo! Woo! Flew by. Remember all that the bits we did about the cyborg Nazi?
Yes, that was good. I'm gonna cut that.
It was
together,
so fun.
Vince. Yeah, and then I'm gonna cut all together that fucking SNL shit. I'm gonna end your fucking career, Benny. Benny, while I look for someone to raid, do you have anything you'd like to plug on Know Yo Ass Does?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm doing stand-up comedy.
Yes.
I'm Feldfrog on stuff. I'm on tour right now with my Our Butterfly Pavilion.
Benny's a very funny stand-up. Follow him on Insta on all the socials.
Yeah.
Found some funny clips.
Yep. I appreciate it. Thanks, gang.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go see Ben. I don't actually know if I've seen a ton of your clips. I don't know if I've ever seen you do a show.
I actually don't know. I don't know. I've seen you do Shrimp Town.
Yeah.
Shrimp
We did
Town.
Shrimp
I was
Boys.
messing it with Simple Town and yeah.
Yeah, you and Cameron came to that show.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
That was the last Shrimp Boys live show we did. Maybe.
Oh really?
I've kind of been taking a hiatus.
Well, I haven't seen you do stand up though. But do you do stand up?
I used to. I don't really anymore. I did when I was in Chicago a fair amount, but I never really stuck.
Hey, what's a raid, by the way?
A raid, it's like we're gonna send all our viewers to another channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
So it's like at the end, it's like a thing you do. So it's like I'm gonna send it to our friend, a real Squeaky From.
And he's streaming right now, and you're all about to stop.
Yeah, and then
streaming to
and then we stop ours, and then we send it to.
Oh, that's cool.
them. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Helps keeps the community together. Exactly right. Real.
Hey, go check out. Just look up my name.
Truly, go
and
look up
stand
Feld.
up. Just look at my
Is it
stand
Feld
up.
Frog on everything?
Yeah, like my last name, but with the word frog
Feld
instead of man.
Frog. Yes. Look it up. Here, I'll put it in the chat. And I'll also put it in the Discord, too. Benny is so funny. Thank you for
Appreciate
doing
that.
the show, dude.
Oh, it was a
truly,
blast,
truly.
dude.
Thank you for
Lot of
taking
fun.
your time out of your hard-earned vacation to sit around with my country ass. All right, peace,
Appreciate
Peace, everyone.
Peace.
See you tomorrow morning for Sea of Thieves. Goodbye.